Okay. I think we're good. Bring you guys up.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings and greetings.
Hello.
Alright, let me swing over to this screen. Hello, welcome out, everyone. Dodger will be with us in a little while. She's doing some E3 coverage, so she's just gonna arrive later into the show today. Otherwise, I've got a full cast, so hello, welcome out to episode 48,
Hello.
everyone.
Yeah.
How are we all doing? Doing good?
Great.
Super.
Good.
Good stuff, good stuff. Well, thank you for everyone for coming out. Does anyone have anything they want to announce before we kick straight into things?
Yeah.
You do?
Shout out to Shane. Hello.
Hey,
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'm partner boy.
That's
Hey.
right.
Check mark.
Partner boy!
Shane-
Show everyone your tick in chat.
Yeah, go ahead, do it. The
Okay, hold on.
Shane
Hit
hit
him with a
partner
flex,
this week.
Sean.
And I'm gonna do a.
You know what that means, Shane?
His partner doesn't use his own emote, uses tomato.
I know.
I don't have a smile emote. I need one.
Use your
You
emote.
don't have a
Let's see
smile
Use the
emote.
global one. That'd be yours
I
from
feel like
now.
you smile all the time.
I have like 26 emote slots I gotta fill now.
Colon
shit.
bracket. There you go.
Well, congratulations, my dude.
Wonderful. Thank you.
If you go down this episode, you get advantage on your first death save. How about that? If you go down this
I've
first.
never gone down.
Please don't start.
Oh, no.
But also that's good.
I'm not gonna let
Please
Timmy
don't.
go down. Team, come on. Have a little faith in me, alright? That's the best friend, I gotta keep him alive.
I think he keeps
No.
you alive.
Whoa, now.
He's the cleric.
Don't
dude.
make me look bad. Don't make me look bad.
Also
if I
according
need
to
it.
your clerics.
Sure.
Okay. So,
Okay.
does anyone want to do the recap?
I did it last week. Come on, guys, do your homework.
Shane, as the partner, you go for it, my friend.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Shane. Shane, as the partner, you get to designate who does it.
Oh! Bree.
I knew you were gonna choose me. No.
Bree's like, but I put my finger on my nose.
You know, at first, this
I
was just a
just
fun
tricked
way of you
yourself.
guys joining in with it, but now I take so
I'm
much
never
satisfaction in watching
talking
everyone be like,
again.
I want to do it.
See if Timmy gets
All right.
inspiration now.
Yeah, no inspiration for you.
Yeah.
All right. Last we left off, the party entered into the abandoned barn. Why did I say abandoned like that? To find the stranger, now a ghoulish creature, was chained up and thirsting for blood. The party provided the blood in exchange for a guide to Palebrick Tower. Before leaving, they met the Goliath Scovald. He had entered a cave and been jutted out into the Deadlands. Strangely, he had come from Fjordhelm. The group made their way to the crumbled tower of Palebrick and found a rift open, along with several of the dead outside. They attacked the stranger, wanting to make sure he was dead before investigating, and Scovald rushed forward toward the rift, only for a great abomination to exit. After dispatching the creature, Scovald said his goodbye and entered the rift, leaving the party above the dark cellar of Palebrick.
Whoa.
Well read.
Stovall didn't even say goodbye to us.
He didn't.
Oh,
I
It's
know.
very
I was
cold-hearted.
going to put goodbye in quotations. He insulted
He's
Sam
really
before
laser
leaving.
focused.
Yeah. You're cold.
Sure.
But that was his goodbye, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He exchanged a pitiful glance at me, and I got
He
pissed off.
literally
That was it.
Irish goodbye. Yeah.
Then he jumped through the portal before I could have a rebuttal.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's
He
absolutely
last
true.
worded you by
We'll do
jumping
that.
through a fucking time portal.
It's like he blocked you as well, like and you can't respond, you're like you do that.
So,
Joe.
Yeah.
If not that I would do this, right?
okay.
Just out of curiosity, would we be able to message Scovald now because we know who he is,
Oh.
but not really right now, but like
Or
we know him.
locate
Like,
creature now that I've met him.
Oh.
could we just send him a message and be like, "What's up?" And he's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this? Hey, dude."
Yeah.
We could just mess with him for like years.
Oh.
Yeah, you technically are familiar with him.
He's just gonna one-word reply because he just
Yeah, I know.
words. The-
Get out of my head, Charles.
What are you hunting right now?
He's going to build himself a
That's
Magneto
actually, like-
helmet.
insane
Yeah.
to think about. Because
Yeah.
he's from wait, was he from the
I think
past
he's
or
from the future.
Right, so we could be like, yo, what happens
guys don't know
to
that,
so.
No,
guys don't
we
know.
don't know that
Yeah.
character.
Go
That's
through
fair.
the portal.
We just knew it was timey,
Mhm.
wimey.
Yeah, we need this timey-wimey stuff.
Yeah.
So we could really just message and be like, "Hey, you don't really know us, but how old are you?" What year
Speaking
is-
of
No, we
sending,
wouldn't. We Go ahead.
Sorry.
because the rift is now closed, Fear,
Yes.
you hear a kind of rushing in your ear. You feel the telepathy finally connecting. This whole time you've been walking through the Deadlands, it's felt like something's been there, like an itch in the back of your head, and it finally gets through. You hear? Fear. I know you, you don't know me. Chambers says he's accounted for Rishk's arrival and informed the other fences. Second message incoming. Hold. A moment passes. Send word to a contact in northern Westmorn. They'll intercept and find them. Send another contact to Wolfguard for faster messaging. End of messaging. Reply.
Okay, wait. Can you say the second one again? Fia does not say that out loud.
Sent word to a contact in northern Westmorn. They'll intercept and find them. Sent another contact to Wolfguard for faster messaging. End of messaging. Reply. You hear all of this in your head, as per the sending message.
Okay.
What did you say?
She'll say, message acknowledged. Who's this?
There's no response.
Yeah. She'll wait. Okay.
One doesn't come back. You stand around the collapsed tower of Palebrick. Beneath where the rift was is an entrance going down, partially where the floors kind of collapsed itself. Some portions of this cellar have been crushed beneath the rubble above. But the open staircase that leads down to the cellar, down into the darkness, is now yours to explore. The creature's parts that you've destroyed and cut up have kind of withered up and died, as if aging very quickly. The various zombies and undead that you dispatched are lying around the area, but it's quieter, still very dark. But that weird rift of magic, gone. The pull against you or those who cast magic, gone. You now stand in the quiet of Deadlands, above Palebrick
Is it still
Tower.
like, if the weird magic-y thing is gone, is it still like creepily dark, like weirdly dark and all of that?
Not around the area, no. The area
Okay.
pretty much like a vacuum went closed
Okay.
up. It's now just like being out at night. It's still creepy dark around if you mean around the actual genuine area, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the
Okay.
Deadlands. You've come
Yeah,
to learn
alright.
that. What would you like to do?
Fia would take a look around at the bodies of the pirates and just see if she saw any sort of kind of personal identifying things that she could take back with her.
Roll an
do you know what I
investigation
mean?
check. Yeah.
I'm so good at investigation checks. This is gonna
You
go
got
really well,
this.
guys.
I believe in you.
Well, it was a 6, so that was misplaced belief.
You know what? I regret
You know
my
what?
choices on this day.
A lot of their
I
clothing's
was
torn.
just being nice.
A lot of the clothing's torn. Their heads are removed. You can make out humans. You can make out a dwarf or two.
Okay.
You didn't know the militia of your mother's forces extremely well. They weren't the ones as kind to you. so it's hard to differentiate between them. They don't really exactly carry name tags, so it's not
Yeah.
it's not anything you can really. It's hard to tell them apart.
Okay. What time of day is it? Do
You
we
don't
know?
know. It's hard to say. You don't see the sun here. What would you like to do?
Hmm.
Is the cellar like the only thing that we see? Like, if we look around, we don't see any other like sort of structure-ish type of thing that we could go
No.
into, right? Like,
Palebrick Tower stood alone. You can see it's collapsed. Any of its
Okay.
upper flooring, you could probably make out by the fact that they've got arrow slits, which have kind of crumbled and opened up since falling. You can see the top part of the tower was built as like a kind of a fort. It was designed for defense, designed as a kind of a watch post. None
Okay.
of the kind of collapsed areas are necessarily worth investigating, just on a kind of a straightforward look. These would be places where you'd place archers in a time before the dead.
okay. Fia would try to open the cellar door with her minus strength.
Okay, yeah, you got some stairs leading down to it. So essentially, you're kind of stood on the top, and you got stairs that are kind of creaking down towards the cellar area.
Okay.
You can go down there and try the door.
I'd call out to if people didn't see the cellar door, but I assume we all see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's exactly where the rift was,
So,
just straight
okay.
above it.
I'd be close behind you just to make sure you have some.
All right. I
immediate
think she's
help.
starting to get sort of increasingly frantic about her mom, so she's gonna just like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're going to go down there and you're going to find at the bottom of the stairs, you'd find a kind of a hardened door for storage, a double door, two metal ringed pulleys for handles. But it is pulled shut. Some portions of it have splintered from where it's kind of collapsed and some of the rubble's weighed down on it, but it's built to last. Go ahead and do a straight strength check, or an athletics check, actually. The athletics.
Either way, it's a minus. Holy shit! She got a 17.
Oh.
She's super good at doors, you guys.
Grab it, and just through the frustration of like knowing that this might hold the answers to your mother. One foot on the other door, you yank it. You feel on the other side the small kind of lock. You hear it and break off. The door swings open. Ahead of you, assuming you're wearing your goggles,
Yeah, dude, of course.
ahead of you, you would see a fairly small cellar. Almost like an open plan apartment in size, just very small. You have, across the ground, dried blood that has become black over time. You have a desk with a series of notes and papers and all sorts on it, with various drawings on the walls around it, being pinned up, knives into the wall, just embedded deep into the stone. All of these different sketches and drawings. You have a chair that's kind of been crumbled and fallen apart. Other than that, this very much looks like everything, all the storage has been pushed to one side and moved out the way so blood could be splattered across the ground. This is the cellar that Cassell used. But he's not down here. There's no other entrances, no other exits.
Okay. I'll start looking through the desk.
Okay. Roll,
With my shitty-
roll another investigation check, please.
With my really, really shitty investigation. 19.
Nice.
19. Of note, you'd find yourself various notes, which you start to compile together. On one side, you find a torn journal page that kind of lies on its own as well. You grab that one as well. You find a weighted note. You'd also find, with a 19, a crumbled bit of paper that's been scrawled up and thrown to the ground, just off to one side of the desk, in the dark corner of it, underneath the shadow. You collect up these various notes. Across the wall, you see the drawings are a very dark, enigmatic creature. It's almost like it's made of shadows and tendrils. It's something you've never seen before. Tentacles, great big blackened eyes with no white around them. It doesn't resemble the creature you fought by the rift. This is something larger, something greater, something darker. And it's almost like someone has had nightmares and scrawled them all across these pieces of paper, attaching them, trying to build the design of this creature. For the sightings and the notes, I can send them all to you. There are 4 sections of notes here, so
Hell yeah.
put them into your journal. But these are the ones of importance. What's everyone else doing whilst I send these across? What's like Timothy, Scold, and Saphira doing?
I didn't go inside. I was outside towards the end of last time burying that body. Now I'm just probably saying a prayer over it.
Okay.
To Somna.
Which body were you burying?
The guy who was vampirized.
The stranger guy.
Who we-
Oh.
I guess Saphira would just help him dig a hole if he was digging.
You notice the land here is not the most fertile. It's very rocky. Roots from the various trees, and you have to get through a lot of gravel and stone beneath the ground. So it's a hard dig. It's going to take some heavy doing. So if you go ahead and both of you give me an athletics check, just to see if it wears you out a little bit.
Now, mate, I dig it with one hand.
Oh my god, me too.
That's 20
Let's plow through.
and dirty 20. Okay. Yeah, with those 2 rolls, with a 29 and a 20, it doesn't mean me much to you. You guys get through it. You barely break a sweat. Bury the body. Deep enough that you know it's going to have a good enough funeral. Meanwhile, you collect up the notes together. Fia. Basil, you're down there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fia would just sit down on the chair in the dark, the crumbling chair, and then whether it falls or not, right? That's fine. But she would just sort of like kind of start reading it. And then as she's reading one, she's going to give it to Basil, just like, look at this, look at this, look at this.
Yeah.
Okay. Also give them to Basil's journal as well.
Yeah. I can, do you want me to like read them so Jack can hear them, I guess?
It's all up to you. I don't mind.
Yeah. So, okay, she found 4 notes. The weighted note says, these are all creepy. The weighted note says, I drained the man, his thoughts are fleeting. I must write his memories. The blood brings it forth, always the blood, ever wanting, ever hungry. Darkness encompasses. Its tendrils tore his companions apart, but left him. Beautiful, he thought, as if looking at an emerging butterfly. It raised a tendril to his cheek, but gently, almost lovingly, cold. He tasted of fear, adrenaline, and ambition, a concoction of someone filled with overconfidence. It saw his insignificance until he used the blood. I must discover what kind. The rest of the thoughts fade, only images remain. Okay, so there's that one. Then the one that was sightings says, through the eyes of the dead, day 1. Other dead, shamblers, northward march. Werewolves, a small pack of 6. They brought down one of my dead, but hunting the shamblers. Corpse maggots, ew, follow in late hours. Day 2, the ew was mine. Quiet all day, a momentary crow fell from the sky. Day 3, shamblers, eastward. Day 4, hunters, searching for my tower perhaps. Searching for their lost hunter from last month. Heading southward toward Steep Glen. Carminum might send them to my home. Ghouls will make short work of them. Day 5, quiet again. Vultures pick at 3 of my dead. I only have 2 left untouched. Day 6, it comes. Crumpled paper says, his thoughts, Hunter found me here, hunted me to this Palebrick tower, sought a deal, betray his allies, coward but so excited by the prospect, thought he could become like me, pathetic, worshipped me, one of humanity's failures, mortal turmoil, pity, raised bloodied hand to me, an offering. I drank, didn't let go. He swung out at me, his memories fleeting, at first humorous, a fan, gross, worshipped me, then malice and cowardice. He killed for pleasure, weaklings, peasants. He's shouting to a town they're burning someone, a witch responsible for the curse. His thoughts, he was lying. Fuck, this guy sucked. Sorry, that part was mine too. He was lying, he knew it. Coward. Worshipped me. Silver cuts across mortals, claiming they were wares. Pathetic. I kept drinking, but eventually let go. Saw his fear, tasted it. He ran. Fool. He'll change. Should have killed him there. Empathy. Is it my own or his? For the pain he might have wrought. Worshipped me. Fucking worthless.
Wait, when vampires drain, do they get
Yeah, so they can
memory?
like...
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Right? They can like get the memories of
The
whoever they're
emotions and the
draining.
memories, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that was obviously the stranger. That dude fucking sucked, and I'm glad he's dead. Okay, and then the last one is a torn journal page, and it says, Dear I, myself. My prey is dangerous, though here I remain with confidence. Perhaps it is the taste of Fae. I must remind myself not to drink from the wares. Their memories remain far longer, and fewer ones of joy. All cry out in the change. Yet I feel energized. My ghouls beg to come, but they would get in the way. This creature thrives off food. I will not provide it more, not if I am to capture it. Its power eludes me. I brought a few of the dead with me to keep watch, but their bodies are so decayed that they're more skeleton than anything else, and this thing craves flesh. Should I have killed that hunter? I gave him a chance, which I should not have done. I forget his taste, yet I remember him deserving his fate, though I'm not sure why. Is this what drives our kind mad, trying to decipher which memory belongs to them and I can still separate his memories, years to the day since Pennytown. A constant reminder of my failed hunt. Yours, I, yourself. Okay. So there's nothing else in the cellar, right? Like we can...
These are all the
Yeah,
ones
see
that
anything
are
else?
worthy. The rest of it's just
Okay.
gibberish. Notes which have been burned, notes which have been torn. Nothing of worthwhile.
Okay. Then I guess we'd head out.
Yeah.
Since we don't have a conversation at a totally pitch black cellar.
Should be coming up. What's Skull doing right now as well on the top side?
Skull's just been, I mean, we made a lot of noise, so he's just like watching, sitting on some rubble and waiting, see if any dead show up for the... There's way too many bodies to bury in this situation, so it's just like feast for the crows. He's just gonna sit there and if any undead show up, he'll engage them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you watch is just kind of roll a perception check
Okay.
for keeping watch.
13.
Occasionally you'd see kind of a shambler walking in the distance, but confused by the noise, it's heading the wrong direction. You seem to be clear for just a little bit, at least.
Cool. All right.
Saphira and Timothy, you finished digging the grave, burying the stranger. When off to the corner, you see both Basil and Fia leave the cellar.
The figure sort of lifts her axe and nods at them, just as a greeting and a acknowledgement that they've left.
Guys, I think there's like a different monster maybe. Also, did you guys know that if vampires drink you, they get your memories? I think maybe that's true. And also that guy points at the grave, sucked. a
I think
lot.
we found like a vampire diary. Vampire diaries.
I think we did.
Elena!
Look straight at camera.
What? It seemed like the Mad's like scrawlings of a vampire.
Yeah, I'll kind of give them the notes if they want to. Give you guys the notes if you want to read them. I think these must be
I'll give it to you.
from Cassell, and I think he might be going crazy, but he was looking for a monster, which must be. Well,
The
wait.
thing? Do you think it was
Except
the
for,
thing we
was it
killed?
the thing, or was the rift there, and then that? No, it's got to be the thing, right? Like the rift was like a separate monster.
Why do you think
It's
he was looking
Deadlands. I
for
feel like
it?
there's a lot of monsters.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was like looking for it. Obviously, it was here because a stranger told us that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna like hand them the notes, and I think as she's just kind of getting more and more agitated, and she just kind of keeps like scratching her left forearm, like just kind of like as her like sort of tense thing. I don't know. I don't know where the monster is. I'm not really sure. There are some drawings of it. It looks real fucking scary. It's got tentacles, and maybe it is a shadow, but maybe it's not. And it likes flesh, and we are all made of flesh. That might be bad. I don't know where it is, but I feel like I gotta find it.
Okay. And Saphira takes the notes and she looks briefly over it and then rolls her eyes, passes it to Timmy, and then spits on the grave that they just took.
Yeah, that
Can
dude sucks.
Saphira not read?
She can read! Wait, my mic is doing feedback, really? There's no background noise. Maybe it's my phone. I don't know.
No,
Okay.
it was echoing other people's words. Your mic.
It's because I'm leaning too close to the microphone. I'll just tone you guys down because I'm deaf. But yeah, I'll Saphira just spits on the grave after. She can read. Rude, right?
I
She's
mean,
not the
she rolled her eyes
smartest,
and handed it off. I'm just asking.
Yeah, she rolled her eyes after reading the contents.
Oh,
God damn it!
Gotcha.
And then she spat on the grave because she realized that it was a piece of shit, and then passes the notes to Shut up! Oh no, she can read. Passes it to Timmy.
Does this thing look like at all like the thing we just fought? Any resistance?
Oh, did you grab any of the
Yeah,
drawings?
if there was anything that
Yeah.
looked like,
Yeah,
I would have grabbed those too.
No. Doesn't resemble at all. This is more not humanoid necessarily, but it has arms, legs. It looks more abyssal than anything else in terms of it's just like. Well, actually, abyssal is the wrong term to use in D&D. More aberration. than anything
Yeah.
else.
I don't really know where to go. I don't know which way to go.
Yeah, this doesn't.
There's
give
not
us
really anything
much
else
to go
here.
off of.
He said in his like in the diary note he said heading southward to Steep Glen, somebody might send them to my home. But I don't, I guess like we should go there.
We could try to find the hunters that were searching for him. Do you think? Maybe. In Steep Glen.
Like if that's where his house is, right? I should go there. Probably, but also if that weird this thing wants the drawing of the monster, if that is what took my mother, I don't think he like took her to Cassell's house. Like I don't know.
He said Cassell took it, didn't he?
He said that. What did he say, Joe? He said that she stabbed Cassell, right? And then the monster swooped in.
The last thing that the stranger saw of your mother and also the pirate you met previously was your mother with a claw wound across her chest being dragged into the darkness by Cassell.
Oh, by Cassell. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, should we just let's just go to Steep Glen? Right? Like we should just go. We should go now.
Yeah, that seems like our only lead. Can Basil tell that you're pretty visibly like shaken up?
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna put an arm he's gonna pat your back really gently and be like, "It's gonna be okay. Let's go to Steep Glen. That's our only lead, so let's follow it, and we'll just keep going. Keep going until we find her. We got this."
Which way?
South, I believe.
Wait, is it on our map?
Oh,
I've been looking, but I can't see it on the map.
Seagram's
might
not
be-
on the map.
okay. I guess we just head south until we see signs of. Do you think it's like a town, a civilization, or something?
Well, I mean, we could just find someone to ask too if we run into anybody.
Did we come from the south?
You came from the
Yeah.
southeast, so you started
We
heading
should go
westward.
southwest.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's our only lead to go off of as of right now, so I guess we should just do it.
God will start walking.
We haven't
Your
rested,
direction
have we?
follows.
No.
Even though we leveled up? Okay,
Mm-mm.
cool. Got it.
So, you start to head southward. Roll a survival check, everyone, to see if you can work out which way is south
Oh boy.
without any visible stars.
Wait, do none of us
sun,
have a
moon.
compass or anything?
Oh, I have the. I do actually have a compass.
Hmm.
Oh,
Don't
Does
I
it work
have,
as a regular compass when it's not magic? Can it just?
Excuse you, Joe. I have Wanderer. I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always recall the general layout of the terrain, settlement, and other features around me.
What if we haven't been
But
there?
I not-
though?
Yeah, that.
I mean, if I know that we've come from the south, would I not know the general direction of southwest?
I'll give you advantage on the survival check. But in this regard, right now, you're dealing with magical matters of. You'd be used to kind of directing yourself based on the stars, based on the position of the sun, the moon, of your previous tracks. Right now, this place all looks the same.
Okay.
But everyone rolled pretty damn high with survival.
Yeah.
So you, with 21, 20, 20. So yeah, you managed to kind of work out which way. You managed to work out which way you've come in from and kind of picture yourselves heading along the riverside. So you begin to head...
Would we be able to find like signs of this skirmish that Cassell talked about? It happened here, right? And she was dragged into the woods.
You could definitely look for that.
Okay. I'll just like trace the tree line to see if there's any clues.
Go ahead and
Just,
roll a survival check again, as you're kind of looking
Okay.
for tracks and whatnot.
Give me survival check.
Don't look at it.
Don't look.
Yeah, Skull, with a 20, you find yourself kind of like looking across the trees and area. You would see heading westward, straight westward. For a few steps, you can't really track Cassell or Fia's mother. You could put that down to the fact that he's very light of foot. But you do see, kind of embedded into the ground that's been grown over a little bit, much larger footprints. Almost 3 clawed feet. They kind of step out a few steps before disappearing, as if it just vanished. These feet don't belong to the creature you just fought. This is something much bigger, and it headed away. Southward. You find no direction. You know which way you can head if you want to go that way. It's up to you. So you can go west if you want to follow the giant footprints, but they kind of disappear after a couple. Or south.
God will just make a note of it. He's not gonna like
Okay.
bring it up, and he'll just follow the group.
Okay. You all
Alright.
set out. Fabia quiet with you, by the way. Occasionally
She's
talking
still
to herself.
invisible.
Yeah, she's sneaking around.
She's got a lot going on right now with her like new patron. She's going through some shit.
You consistently walk south, heading down the direction that you kind of saw in the notes. You'd notice that without a guide, you hear a lot more in the Deadlands. As you're kind of more overground than in those ditches, you can hear the distant howling of wolves. Occasionally, you would see wolf eyes in the trees, watching you to go past, but before darting away. In the distance, 1 hour into it, you would see a pack of what looks to be 10 werewolves going across a distant ridge, and then 30 more following them, heading off into different directions. But you take a fairly... What pace are you going at? Stealthy? Normal? Sprinting? How'd you like to travel?
I'd follow Fia's pace.
Yeah, I follow Fia's space too.
I
Okay.
think with her vastly shorter than Scald and Sphera and Basil's legs, she's still going as fast as she can. She's not exactly running, but she's definitely doing
She's
that
hurried.
like weird like fast walk thing. Not like a
Okay,
mall
yeah.
walker fast walk, but
Yeah,
like
no, hurried. Okay.
That's
yeah,
the first thing I thought of.
a mall
Um,
walker.
Well, could everyone make stealth checks with disadvantage, please?
Already there.
Already
What's
there.
new?
Don't mind if I do.
Correct. I'm
Holy
as stealthy
shit,
as
the
the
doubles.
night.
8,
The
8,
double
20.
20s.
A 27 and an 8.
Yeah, you had a nat 20.
Doesn't
that
even
would
matter
cancel
when
out.
you got Fia walking next
Gross,
to you and timid.
dude. It's gross. The highs and lows of D&D in one roll.
You realize you're making a lot of noise as you go along. Draw a lot of attention. Occasionally you'll see undead that kind of wander onto the path a little ways back behind you. But you could skirt around and moving at your speed. The undead are more likely to run into you by accident if you're moving at this kind of pace. You keep pushing on before eventually... what's everyone's passive perceptions?
17.
13.
11.
Wait, maybe it's more now.
16.
No, yes.
14.
Fear. You would hear from, as you're traveling south a little bit longer, you start to get into a point where you're adjacent to the Bone Woods. Named this way because the trees there are almost white, ash-like, and not a single leaf across them. Pretty easy to see your way through the tree line, but it becomes almost deep into the Bone Woods if you're kind of going around it. You can see where someone might get easily lost through the great roots and vines that kind of more... I say vines, they're more like a jagged pieces of the root, which are kind of sticking out, almost thorn-like. You can see in the brambles there how someone might get lost. But for a second, you see a glimpse in the woods. A bit of green on cloth. And then someone drawing a bow. And hesitating. You'd make out, just in the tree line, with your passive perception, there is a figure, maybe 10 trees deep into the woods, watching you.
I just see that it's a figure. I can't really tell anything else.
You can't really make up much, because it's kind of, you'd see the grayish outline of it.
Okay. I would stop.
Mhm.
But do that do that thing, you know, when you're driving in a car and you have to stop kind of suddenly, but you have someone in the passenger seat and you put your hand out like you're gonna save them even though they're wearing a seatbelt.
Mhm.
So she'd go like that, and then kind of point towards where she sees the figure.
Mhm.
So everyone can look that way as well. And be like, hello?
You see the figure push behind a tree. Who goes there?
Do you just
Not
yell
your
name?
enemy.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's Jimmy and Sally. I know them. We're just passing through.
What do you mean you're passing through? No one passes through the Deadlands anymore.
We're just trying to get to Steep Glen. This is our first time coming through here.
Basil, hold a persuasion check.
Okay. 18.
What purpose do you have at Steep Glen?
Personal business.
Do you know where it is?
Might do.
What are you doing out in the Deadlands?
I'm
if
asking
no
the
one-
questions.
That's fine. Ask away.
Do you have ill intent?
I don't think so. Looks at the rest of our group.
Why don't you come out?
No. Don't think I will.
We can come in.
So you have ill intent?
No.
No.
We don't have ill intent yet, but
Yet?
I don't
don't-
have ill intent at all. Just go
Don't
away.
have.
will you show
Ill
us our way or
intent.
not?
What are you scared of? Is there something here?
You hear like a stifle of laughter. In the Deadlands? You're asking what I'm scared of in the Deadlands?
Well,
Well,
if
we're
you're
clearly
so
not
scared,
dead.
why are you in the Deadlands?
Got it.
If you're would-be thieves or raiders, Steep Glen, we still have a lot of soldiers. You won't get
We're
far.
not raiding. We're not stealing. We're here on personal business.
So
Will you
fair-
kindly direct us?
Fair, rolled a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you have threatened him.
Oh,
That one. That's just how I talk to people.
We're
Yeah.
not gonna hurt
That was
his
very
vet.
nice, Saphira. I know, I know.
Look, we don't have any ill intent.
That one does. Listen, Steep Glen
I'm
doesn't
just-
need your ilk.
What's
I'm
at
just trying
Steep
to
Glen?
find someone. That's all.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's at Steep Glen?
I mean,
Thought you
what's
had your
at Ste-
business there.
We're tourists, basically. Never been here before.
I'm looking for my mother, and I think she might be at Steep Glen. And I'd really like to find her.
Who's your mother?
Her name's Desra.
I don't know it, Desra.
Are you from Steep Glen?
Yes?
Can you tell me what's there? We think she might be there. Or have been taken there.
It's the last town here in the Deadlands, at least this far south of the Deadlands.
Do you,
Living town.
Oh shit, what was the name of the note? She's gonna ask if...
Carnenum or something?
Yeah.
Carnenum, yeah.
Carnenum.
Carnenum. She's gonna, have you heard of someone named Carnenum?
Why?
Because I found a note with their name on it. And I'm looking for my mother. And I don't have many clues.
What does the note say about her?
The note
You
doesn't
ask a lot of
mention
fucking questions. Either come with us to Steep Glen or stay there in your piss-ridden pants. I don't care either way. Skull's gonna start walking.
Roll an intimidation check
Saphira
as well.
follows.
gold. Roll an
Okay.
intimidation check if you can.
Yeah,
With charisma, though.
Regular intimidation, huh?
Yeah, please.
Your piss-ridden pants.
Name of the episode.
9.
Oh, fuck.
You have to get the permission of the scouts to get into Steep Glen. Otherwise, you'll be shot on sight.
They can fucking try.
All right.
How do we? Where are the scouts? How do we get permission? We don't. Can you just tell us that?
I'm one of them.
Okay. Well,
What business does this place having scouts like you hiding behind trees and quivering? We're not here to hurt you. She told you we're trying to find her mother. Will you help?
You hear silence. And you roll 11 on the stealth check. He begins to run through the woods, aiming to get ahead of you guys, looping around, but like getting away from you. Heading
Forget
inwards.
about him. He's clearly only survived this long through dumb fucking luck.
I mean, he might be leading the way. Maybe we should follow him.
what does he
Might
mean?
be
There's
going
like
back to Steep
the
Glen.
last village.
In the Deadlands. Yeah.
How fast is he
You have
running? Or can we hear that? How fast he's running? Or
Standard speeds of a human, 60 feet per 6 seconds. So he's sprinting.
okay.
Faster than me.
Not faster to fear, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Or
Can I chase him?
You can do what you like.
Sure. I'll go for a chase. Why not?
Basil's
chase
gonna
him down.
call after Saphira. Be gentle with him. We might need his help. We don't.
Is he
we
heading
don't want to piss off
towards-
scouts.
is he heading
Alright,
towards the
I'll
direction we
face him.
think Steep Glen is? Like, is he heading south?
He's looping around at the moment, so it's hard to really say. Like he's trying to
Okay.
get away from you guys and loop around. So, yeah, Saphira, you begin chasing him, rushing through the woodlands after him.
Mhm.
You begin to catch up because your speed is faster than his.
Yep.
It's by maybe about 20 seconds or so. You start on his tail. He'd turn, draw his bow, and point at you. Stay back!
I'm not afraid of your bow. You can shoot me. We're looking for help. I'm here to help my friend. You don't have to like me. You just have to get us in. We're not going to hurt anyone.
Or another persuasion check with disadvantage.
Fine.
You'll go through the appropriate procedure. I'll take you to my scout tower. If they let you in, they let you in. If they don't, you better listen to them.
Saphira sucks her teeth. And she nods. Lead the way. We can walk if you like.
He nods his head and walks out into the open. You guys would see just up ahead, a couple hundred feet away from you, or probably about 150 feet ahead of you. You'd see as the scout walks out, Saphira just on his tail. He waits.
You know I really have no interest to hurt you. She just snickers.
Well then,
And then she's quiet.
maybe you should watch your tongue a little bit. I mean, no offense, it's just that you're
You weren't
aggressive.
very helpful.
Why would I be
but
helpful to
sometimes aggression
strangers?
gets things done.
If you were aggressive at the front gate, you'd be dead. You laugh, but
You don't know me very well.
I don't think you realize what Steep Glen is.
Well,
We don't
worse
take
things I've
bullshit in
tried.
Steep Glen. Worse things?
all right.
I'm gonna warn you, miss. If you act like this there, you're gonna die. Kanenim
Okay.
doesn't deal with bullshit.
Okay. I understand.
The person in
I'm on my
charge
best behavior.
would've- Okay.
Alright,
We'll
Cool.
walk up.
catch up. He turns his heels. We'll be taken to the scout tower. They'll confirm if you're allowed to enter the town or not.
When was the last time you were in Steep Glen? Like recently? Like
Oh yeah,
days?
of course. I spent 2 days out, 2 days in.
And nobody would. Okay.
You can see, by the way, now that you're close, he's got a soft amount of brown hair. He's about 17 years old. He's just a young boy.
Oh.
He's kind of little bits of fluff of hair on his where he's trying to grow in a beard for the first time.
Oh.
But quite a young training.
Just a bab.
I
I'm
Just a bab.
Just a bab.
Little bab tried to run away from me.
He's fucking scared as a teenager.
Right.
This giant woman is chasing him in the
It's not wrong.
woods.
It's not wrong.
I'm looking for my mother, and we think she might have gone somewhere near. We think somebody in Steep Glen might know where she's at, or
Okay. Well, everyone in Steep Glen knows everyone in Steep Glen.
is it like a big community?
I mean, it was.
You guys just live out here in the middle of.
We don't abandon our home. You see him kind of walking through, pushing some thorns away, heading towards the road.
What's your name?
Cuttle.
I cuddle
Little
into you.
cuttlefish.
Did you say that in character?
No.
Look, it's best not to get the names of strangers on the road. Not here. We're not too far away from the tower. Jinx, she can make whatever, her decision doesn't matter. I can't say if you can come or go. But, I don't know what you'd want here. And I don't know why your mother would come here. You can see just in the distance down the road, a kind of a scout tower that's been built up, wooden with kind of palisade spikes built around it to stop any wandering dead. Carries on walking down the road.
Okay. Follow.
As you close in on the scout tower, you'd see a couple of archers up in the tower holding their bows outright, waiting. An elven woman, blonde, long hair, down to all the way down to her waist, but tied up at the back, so it kind of almost goes down in a ponytail. A woman with sharp features. She steps forward. Kato, who are these? I met them out in the wilderness. Jinxa, they claim that they have a friend or family member inside Steep Glen.
Maybe.
Hi.
Steps to her side and she kind of looks across at you. A couple of other scouts come down, their hands on their kind of blade on their belts on the hilt, kind of standing warningly. She folds her arms and looks across you. What business do you have in Steep Glen? A family member?
I hope so. You're gonna just kind of put our hands up. I'm looking for my mother, and I think she might have maybe come this way somehow. Her name's Desra.
I don't know a Desra.
She was investigating Palebrick Tower.
We had some weird sightings around Palebrick.
Yeah,
Lots of dead.
we were just there.
Right?
We're looking for her, and we thought maybe she came this way.
My scouts haven't pulled anyone alive from Palebrick. You're the first
Hey.
living people we've seen in about 4 weeks.
Have you pulled anyone dead from Palebrick recently?
Shamblers. No fresh dead.
When was the last time you were there?
Palebrick?
Yeah.
6 days ago, we had a scout go by. Gave a report of seeing something strange there, but what's
Did
new?
they see like what kind of strange? Did they see did they say?
Magical anomalation, I guess.
Was it like a portal?
I didn't ask. We don't really investigate things like that. We keep Steep Glen safe. That's our purpose. Take any food and supplies we can.
Is there anything else around here? Like anywhere? Is there anything abandoned around here? Maybe that.
Abandoned? Not necessarily.
Any good hiding places for people on the run?
I mean, there's a lot of homes and barns and plenty to hide in here, but if you not for long, not with the packs going around and the amount of shamblers.
What if this thing hiding wasn't threatened by those things as much as the average person?
I mean, one can survive for a period of time in the Deadlands, I imagine. But then you have to worry about the ghouls in the north.
Out of character.
Yep.
The one note that we had said that maybe that dude, Karanettam or whatever his name is, might send them to my home, right? And then that kid was like, oh, that dude, what he says goes. So if that dude's in charge of Steep Glen, maybe we don't want to say like, oh, we found a note that like, or I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
True.
So I don't know that we really want to say that, I guess, right? That seems like that might be bad. Like, what if that dude's shady as hell? And then we're like,
send them to my home. Goals to make short work of them. Yeah.
We could ask them if we could come in to rest then. And then
Well,
investigate
because it sounds like
inside.
they're hunting the thing.
yeah,
found the
right.
notes
So I
of.
guess we can ask about that, or I mean, like, I don't know. We can ask about if they know about vampire activity or Cassell, and maybe that'll like ping something. But maybe we don't say that we saw that dude's name in a note. I don't know.
Carnanum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Is there any way we could like, I don't know, come in and rest or we had a kind of rough fight at Palebrick. There was this, I don't know, it had tentacles. It's dead.
That's understandable. Here or Steep Glen? We can offer you either, but I need you to know you're not lying if you're going to head down to Steep Glen. Must be warned though, if you do head there, we trade in supplies, not coin. So if you have anything to offer, that'd be better.
Okay. I guess, and we don't know how long did it take us to like walk this far? Do we know?
From
Yeah,
Palebrick?
from like Palebrick.
A few hours.
Like- Okay.
How do you intend to determine whether or not we're lying?
How do you intend to convince me?
I mean,
I let you into the
No.
town. What's to stop you slaughtering a bunch of peasants? A bunch of people?
How about one of us stay here? And if you get any word that anybody has been slaughtered, then you have us. You have.
Very well. We could probably arrange that. Ooh.
Could hold the rabbit for now.
That's funny.
Bobby, you want to stick around?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sounds like a bunch of fun, bud.
Yeah. Perfect.
Poor Fabi.
How day is it?
What time of day? You don't know.
We don't. Yeah, we don't
constantly
really
night
know
here.
because it's
Just
always dark.
Gloomy.
You mind
We're
if
not
we make
technically
camp
leveled
here?
up, yeah.
You can make camp here, but we're not going to be sharing our supplies with you.
That's
Unless you
fine.
trade.
That's okay. We didn't ask for them.
Very well. Feel free to make camp.
Thank you.
We're gonna all make camp here and then
Go to Steep Glen after.
yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
The scouts head back up into the tower. Jinxer watches over you. Nods to two of them who kind of watch you closely. They don't take their eyes off you as you're making up your camp. The others
No,
kind of
yeah.
go back out. Yeah,
Send Blossom to see if she can find anything to eat.
you can.
All right. Off you go, wee one.
Joe.
Yeah?
I think Dodger's ready.
Yeah. Huge wants to drink.
Tell us you can come in now if you guys are setting up camp. That's all
Okay.
good by me. I'll just do the cams in studio mode. Okay.
Blossom rolled a solid 4 on her survival check.
That's
Good job,
understandable.
Blossom.
We're so good
Um,
at rolls today.
In regards to, hey Dodger,
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Roll. Yeah.
in terms of Blossom going out to kind of collect food, you would find that she is struggling immensely because of the fact that there is barely any food to be had here. And if there was anything that could have been hunted, the scouts probably would have hunted it. Welcome in, Dodger. I'm just doing the cams at the moment, but the does anyone want to recap Dodger on what she's missed?
Yeah,
whilst I
Dodger,
sort
we've
this
put you
stuff
to
out?
work.
Okay.
Basically, we've been going through the Deadlands trying to find this place, and we're at the scouts now. After scaring a poor wee 17-year-old to death, chased him down. You know how I do.
Sure.
And we've made a little deal with these guys at the scout camp that they'll let the group pass if one of us remains with them, so that we can hold up the bargain. And Fabi volunteered. It was really sweet of her, actually.
Amazing. Great.
We found notes in that tower from a vampire saying that he was gonna head to Steep Glen, so we headed that direction.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Also, there's a creepy monster that is like shadowy and tendrily, but also has legs and arms.
Could have been the thing we killed, but also might not be.
Yeah, I think.
Doesn't look
Wait,
like
we have drawings of it, and I think
Yeah.
Joe said it didn't. It
Okay.
didn't look
Doesn't
like
look
anything
No,
we
it doesn't
killed.
resemble it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we
Um,
found a couple
sorry.
notes. Like one, the stranger was a total d-bag and like burned witches at the stake when he knew they weren't witches, and like that dude sucked. So it's good that he's dead. Vampires can apparently, when they suck your blood, like get your memories.
Oh. Yeah.
So that I guess is cool if you're a vampire, but maybe less cool if you're the one getting drained. And then he had a note, and the note said like there were hunters looking for his tower, heading southward towards Steep Glen. So that's why we came southward. And then he said Carnenum might send them to my home. And the scout that we just met was like, just said something about Carnenum basically being in charge of Steep Glen. So that seems maybe shady,
Okay.
right? Like, so I don't know. We just sort of asked, like, has anybody named Dezra come in here? Even though we know that she was dragged away by Cassell. And now we're trying to figure out, like, how to get in there and get more information from them without being like, oh, we saw your leader's name written in a note. It seems like he might be
I
shady.
See. Okay.
So
But now we're gonna set up camp.
You're setting up camp right by a group of scouts. Your plan is to rest up and head down into Steep Glen to investigate to see if this is where, in fact, you dragged your mother. Is there anything else you'd want to do this night, or are you just going to try and sit around and get some rest?
Are the scouts like right on us? Like, can they hear every word we say, or can we like whisper and not have them overhear us?
You could whisper, but they are watching to see if you do anything that might be confrontational or dangerous to them. So they're mostly watching over
I've changed my mind. I don't want to be collateral.
You wouldn't need to be now because you're resting, necessarily.
We're all hanging out.
Yeah,
we
we're
can talk
good.
to them afterwards as well.
Oh, Joe, just as a side note, roll 20 for some reason won't let me do Hexblade, so I'll have to like figure that out later.
Oh, we can manually put it in. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all good. You can just like roll the features if you need to now, if it comes to that today. Okay. All the cams are good. Okay. Yeah, you are in your little campsite, away from them at the moment. Anything else you want to do before we try and rest up for the night?
Yeah, I think Fia would bring up whispering, but would bring up the fact that like, is that what that kid said? That it sounded like maybe this guy was in charge. And then kind of hold the note up like...
Are you asking that of me or are you asking the group?
No, I'm asking the group. Or I mean, I guess also you, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He said kind of she's in charge.
Oh, sorry, she. Awkward. You guys, is maybe the person in charge of this place evil?
Maybe.
Like, what do we, I don't know what to do. Do we just go in like, hey, have you heard of Cassell? Do you know where his house is? Like, I don't
really have any better ideas, but wait, why do you think Cardinum's evil?
I don't know. Like at this note, it's like they're heading south towards Steep Glen. Carnunum might tell them where my house is.
But is it from the point of view of the vampire who they should be hunting? Wait.
But I don't like, is that right? Fia's super paranoid. Because it's like her mom at stake, right?
Yes,
like,
it says.
Is it just that, okay, you guys, like, is it just that, like, she knows where a vampire's house is and she's gonna be like, oh, hunters, there's a horrible vampire and he lives over here. Why don't you go kill him? Or is it like she's evil and she's in league with a vampire and maybe she's the thrall and maybe she's sending them there and then they're gonna eat it? I don't know.
Basil's gonna like put his hands on your shoulders and be like, breathe.
Somebody tell me. I have no idea. I'm losing it a
We're
little
gonna figure
bit.
it out no matter what it is, but I think right now all we really have to lead with is maybe asking about Cassell, unfortunately. But listen, if they're evil, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We
So
always
here's
make
the
it
thing.
work.
So when I was a kid, my sister, March, she wasn't really my sister. Anyway, you know, we were training together. She'd always be like, Fia, your problem is that you overthink everything. And you know what? She's fucking dead and I'm not. So far, it's worked out for me because she's dead, I'm not. So my overthinking has worked out. But I feel like right now, maybe it's working against me. I'm not really sure. And I need somebody to like tell me whether I'm overthinking it or not.
I think you're overthinking this one just a little bit, but you're totally valid in all of your thoughts. Don't get me wrong, but maybe just a little bit. And I understand why. You have a lot at stake here. It makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So everything's
fine,
fine,
But I think for
right?
now, we should just try to cozy up by the campfire. I'm going to start maybe playing a little bit of music to try to calm her down.
As soon as you start doing that, you'd see one of the scouts.
Oh,
go,
the scouts.
No. None of that. No noise.
Does it attract things?
Of course it attracts things. We keep it down.
Hey,
here.
I'm new here. Don't be snarky. Sorry. Okay. I put it away.
You see he's got a glass of wine in his hand. Or no, it would actually be like a mug. And he... Just try to keep it down. And if you're going to make a fire, make it a small one. Okay? We don't have to deal
Okay.
with a bunch of shamblers coming over this way.
Right. Okay.
So it
Got
goes
it.
back, and they all kind of shout out a bottle of wine. One of them laughing. Yeah, I found it on the road. Right there.
Hey, keep it down.
Just gonna do that.
You see, they kind of have a couple of glares towards you, and then they turn and kind of go back to their drinking.
He's salty. All right, I tried. Well, I guess we just have to be kind of quiet, guys. Do you want to play a game or something?
Yeah. Oh my god. Let's
Can you
play
do
a
any
game.
Quiet games. We can see who
No.
can hold their
Remember the
breath
last
the
time we
longest.
played a game? Remember the last time we played a game?
We just
Yeah.
scared a
Oh,
whole
that is a
town
good
into a
idea.
lockdown.
I can never go back to that town.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Where rabbit? Alright, yeah, let's play a game. I want to play a game, but I just want to remind you like, what happened the last time we played a game.
So we got to do something like really quiet, though. We could do staring contests,
We go. Here we go. I got it. Oh,
charades.
Oh, I
No,
got
no, sorry.
no.
What were you gonna say?
people yell during charade. No, what I was
God,
gonna
you're
say
right.
is you roll a die and I roll a die, and whoever has the lowest number, they get slapped in the face.
no,
I love it. Let's do it.
game.
Right? Just take out 2 dice and hand you one.
What's
Okay.
that?
I want to play the game too.
Look at it.
Okay, if I can slap people, I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Alright, I'm in the game.
Oh god. We have to slap like quietly. We can't react to
We
the
have to,
slaps.
Oh
Alright,
god.
Wait, I have a question.
do
Rolled
about
a
this
5 out
game.
of 6. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward, but sure.
No, I do have a question though. If I, let's say that I have the higher number, so I get to slap someone.
Right.
Do I have to use my own hand?
Yeah.
Mage hand slap.
This is a visceral game. You gotta use your hand. You gotta feel the sting of the other
How does
person's
it work
face.
in 3 players? Do
Okay.
you get to choose whether to slap me or Basil?
I think you both
No,
have
no,
to
no.
slap
It'll
me.
be. Oh, I was gonna say it'll be me versus Basil. If Basil
Oh,
wins, then it's
and
Basil
then it's
versus
like a
you.
tier
on
system.
Okay,
yeah.
let's do that. I'll play
Yeah, yeah.
winner.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it. Okay, you go.
I think I already lost. He looks down at
Okay.
his dice, which rolled a 2.
She'll slap Basil.
You take
Yeah,
1 point
okay.
of bludgeoning damage.
I'm awake.
Okay.
Fear rubs her hands together.
Fine.
Ready?
All right. Wait, is that gonna be your roll then? So then I have to roll again.
You know, I might keep it because it's over the average, so.
Okay.
Fuck!
Yes!
Oh, slap.
All right.
Alright.
He's gonna
Ooh,
go.
I'm fucking good at this game. Let's go,
Yeah.
baby. Who's next?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Be a-
Peter rolls a 6.
be a roll.
Remember to read out your rolls, by the way. 'Cause the chat
Sorry,
didn't
I
see.
got a 6.
Oh yeah.
Roll
Okay,
those
I've gotten
sixes.
5s both times.
Here you go, Fabio.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Okay. Fia's gonna
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just
Fia's
do it.
gonna wind
Do
up.
it. Just do it.
She's gonna wind up to slap Fabia, and as she moves her hand forward, she's gonna very subtly cast telekinesis.
Okay.
And Fabia is gonna move back like 5 feet.
Okay.
Really push her 5 feet. So she smacks and suddenly casts telekinesis.
Is that a 3rd level spell?
So that it knocks me over.
And she's about to fall asleep. She don't care. She's burning the spell.
Yeah, true.
She does it.
God.
Oh, fuck.
How did you get so strong?
And then Fia's gonna go like, oh shit.
That's what's
Nice.
weird though, is the slap like wasn't that hard though.
Really? That's weird.
I have an idea. I have an
You're a
idea.
masochist,
I'm not
Fabio.
gonna say anything else.
Fabia, come here, come
True.
here, come
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
Sophia is like gesturing to lean in. Okay, how about you go get us that bottle of wine?
Oh my god.
Baby, you know just what to say to me.
I'm about to get kicked out already.
Yeah, honestly,
That's
we
a
are.
very good idea. I feel
Oh my
like
god.
we should probably not steal from them.
We could ask. if
I
we
don't
could
know. I must have eaten a weird mushroom or something because this day has been a blur.
We could make a trade. Wait, we have the
well,
jug.
that is
We
no
can make our
fun.
own wine.
But
it's
you
not
lose
fun.
the
It's
thrill.
no fun. It's more fun when it's somebody else's wine.
Wolfguard has like really.
Okay,
know-
how about this? We don't steal it, but
Okay.
whoever is able to convince them to give us.
We
winner of the
tell
game.
them to play the dice game with us.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and then we cheat.
Oh.
Who would
No,
cheat at
I was
that
gonna-
game?
No, come on, it's just a slap game, dude.
I want to hit somebody.
Go to sleep.
You had Scold awake.
Oh, somebody hit Scold while he's
I roll a dice for Scold. See what he would get. Hold on.
Right. We're gonna get knocked out right now.
That's a 5. Okay.
Saphira, roll against Scold. Oh, what happens when you get the same? Fabia.
You both slap each other. You both slap each other.
He's asleep. Scold,
Well,
wake
I
up.
bet I'll slap you when he wakes up.
I don't want to hit him while he's awake. That's weak.
Yeah, Bobby will shake him awake and be like, "Do you want to slap Saphira? Now's your chance. She gets to slap you too,
one
though."
for free.
Scold?
Oh my god, he's either very asleep or really pretending he's not.
Poke him again.
And poke the bear.
No, you definitely can poke Scold.
Are you actually poking me?
Yeah,
yeah, they're
Fabia's
trying to wake you up.
up.
Let's play the game.
Skull
with us.
just say, fuck off.
You don't
I
want to
think that's
slap
permission to
Saphira?
slap.
Come on. All right, Saphira, slap him.
He's awake.
The bear shakes her head. No, no,
Rules
it's
of
not
the
the same.
game.
It's not the same. He didn't agree
Fine.
to the game.
Saphira,
Roll the
look.
dice, Fabia.
No,
Come on.
Saphira, come on.
Okay.
We all know what kind of person I am. Let's just keep rolling until you win, and then you can slap me as hard as you want.
Okay, let's go. Roll the dice.
Okay, great.
Oh my god. Fuck. What is Timothy doing?
I'm going to bed.
Okay, go on then.
Timmy's laying there like this. His hands
Basil and
over
all
his
the
ears.
women in the party just slapping each other.
What are all these dudes?
Oh, fuck, that's so funny. What did the
Slap me out
scouts think
too.
about
We
this?
tooed it.
You'd see it
Oh
coming
my
and
God.
watching.
Right, get to slap each other.
They're all just drinking their wine and kind of watching.
Hey, do you
Oh,
guys
for
want
fuck's sake. Come on, roll a 1.
to play the slap game?
No, we
Jinx.
both rolled 2s.
Jinx looks
Yeah,
amused.
so we both,
So we-
so it's a reroll.
So we both slapped each
You both
other.
slap each other, yeah.
Oh.
Which I think is hilarious because you know that I would slap you and it would do nothing and you would fucking dive bomb me.
Alright.
I would hit the
Okay.
deck.
Take a point of bludgeoning for that as well.
Great, we'll do
Okay.
it.
Then, yeah, Saphira will just give a wallop across across the heat, the side of the heat. Feels good
Fabio.
sometimes.
Fabio will notice that they're like watching over there and be like, "You guys want to play?"
Jinx looks
It's
across
pretty
you,
fun.
steps a bit closer, and has a serious expression for it, and then smirks. We're good. But
Okay.
I think it's fair to say that you probably don't mean any harm.
You
We're a bunch of goofballs at heart.
do you know any games?
Quiet games.
Please,
You
we're
guys
so
are
bored.
like literally like my 3-year-old right now.
Do you
Doing anything to get out of sleep.
Yep.
Just fucking.
Yep.
Basil pisses
I
himself.
gotta go to the bathroom again.
I didn't know that would be too far, but thank you.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Holy
fuck.
shit.
Oh,
You see Jinx kind of look
Fuck.
us. I mean, we know lots of games, but we used to, before everything fell apart back in Steep Glen, we were the Thieves Guild.
Hey!
Oh.
Nice.
I didn't know that that's like a thing.
I thought Wolfguard
Guild
really
of
doesn't like
Thieves?
it when people steal things.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh no, they
All
don't.
of Wolfguard gets really mad.
Yeah.
Not that
What,
we
the
would
Thieves
know
Guild
from
doesn't-
personal
what?
experience.
Wait, what does the Thieves Guild do?
Oh, we used to
Like
steal things.
sanctioned steal. Like, surely they would be like, where are we gonna find some fucking robbers? Probably the guild that says
Fencing
robber
presses.
on it.
It's mostly fencing.
Oh.
We have a stand. Well, we did. We're not part of it anymore, but we had a standard set of fencing rules around Wolfguard that we would adhere
Okay,
to.
what were your rules? I used to work for an entrepreneur.
Depends on the item. We had an amount you could steal. We had a essentially a curfew on stealing, so that no one would really notice their things are gone. Certain things we stick to. When everything went bad, we became the scouts of the town.
Yeah, it's not that much fun to steal stuff from an abandoned house, right? Yeah, it's...
Come sit with us and share a fire.
Suppose it might get to know you.
We
She
won't slap you
sits down
unless
nearby.
you want.
Unless you want to play.
I'll slap you.
Dice slaps all.
Wait,
You want to play?
Very
Wait,
well.
do you want
Who wants to go
to?
against me?
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Sophia passes the dice to the guy, and she's like rubbing her cheek, like, "Come on, give it to me, go
Oh,
on."
the woman. She.
It's a woman, right?
Yeah. She rolls a 4.
Yeah.
Go on,
And she
man.
slaps you
Go
across the
on.
cheek.
Nice. Good job.
I think I'm good at this.
What's
You want to
what's
try
the
again?
coolest thing that you ever stole?
Well, I was young at the time, but I stole the plaque straight off of the wall of Dawnhaven, behind the throne.
Declaration of war. Sorry.
Well, it was a plaque given to them by the former Haven, the council.
Oh, to bring with... Oh, you stole it?
I did.
Like, was it like a job, or you just were like, I'm stealing that?
Oh, we didn't take jobs for stealing. Oh, for pleasure.
Oh,
Damn it,
Oh,
these
see,
people
like-
get me.
I'm from...
I don't get
It's
it.
more like you just steal the stuff and then you sell it and you make the money, and like that's, you know, the cool part.
Ah, dude, there's like such a thrill to taking a thing, especially if people think you can't take the thing.
Wait, what
But
did you do with
isn't
the
that
plaque?
like bad?
Well, sold it back to them.
Like you said, you found it? Oh, hey, I found this plaque.
Well, no. No. I planted on someone else. I had them caught. And for giving the information, I was paid.
That's
An
so
arsehole,
smart.
but
Yeah, of course.
Do you ever
That's
feel
pretty-
like bad for stealing stuff?
I don't do it anymore. I suppose, yes, I felt bad at the time. But the thrill of it took over that. As did the others. Well, a couple of them are newer scouts, but... As that one said, the lager. It's the thrill.
Mm.
But that time is behind us. We're no longer a Thieves Guild, if that is what you're looking for. But you seem like ordinary people. I'll permit you all go into Steep Glen. You don't need to leave one behind. But please,
Thank you.
please don't steal anything from the Steep Glen people. They don't have much left. We barely survive.
I'll
out
make
here as it is.
sure. I'll make sure no
We
one in our
won't.
party does that. He glances at Fabia.
Yeah, Sophia, not just Fabia.
We just need to hope that there's not an old lady, basically.
I was just gonna say, the very first old lady I see, there's gonna be a fucking fox head next to me, like, nice.
Oh fuck.
You
Okay.
have our word. We won't take any.
Words don't mean much out here. Actions. But when I get back to our wine, we don't often get to drink this, and it was a lucky find.
Enjoy.
All right? Sleep well. If we see any shamblers,
too.
we'll be leading them off. Try not to make too much noise. We try and skirt them onto a different pathway.
You got it.
At it.
Oh,
Next
and,
time we put mittens on before we slap each other.
and in case you're wondering, it's about 8 o'clock. She smiles and
Oh.
steps up and walks back to the group.
How does she know that?
Look at sky.
Yeah, she's probably one of them people that's like, oh, I don't know, that star was over there a second ago and now it's right there, so
Last time she leveled up, she
You can't see the stars Fabia.
It's just
You look up
gray,
at
right?
There's no
all
fucking
cloud
stars
and-
up there.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's just witchcraft.
Fabia, you did take some weird mushrooms today. I'm going to say
Yeah.
that.
You guys don't see those?
Yeah, there's nothing there, man. You gotta like.
Hallucinating.
What the fuck? I'm going to bed.
Are you? Are you okay?
Maybe she slapped you a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I have a concussion. I shouldn't sleep, but I'm going to anyway. Good night.
I'll be fine.
night.
Okay.
Okay. So you're resting up for the night?
Yeah.
Okay. In the morning, you're woken by Jinx. She kind of says you, I'll be able to lead you down there now. Send you around the right path. But once you get to a certain section, you'll be on your own. Just say we sent you. Give our word. With the word of Jinxa of the Eastern. It's very specific. The Eastern Pass.
Eastern past. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks
Well,
again. Yeah.
Put your stuff together. I'll lead you down to the main road.
Perfect.
Sphere just grabs her shit, hoists it over her back, taps her shoulder so Blossom comes and sits on it and follows along.
Okay. Okay. So I was just getting something for her to put into here. All right. She begins leading you down towards Steep Glen. You see the Eastern Pass has kind of been cleared out of any dead. A couple are piled onto the side where they've killed them and kind of beheaded them. It seems to span down like it's fairly a flat road for most of it. The pathway below you is very kind of a dirt pathway. In the morning, it's a little colder than it was when you went to bed. You see as you start to descend down a distant hill and you start to move, so you're kind of heading down into a glen, essentially. She stops. This takes probably a good hour before you see in the distance kind of lights glowing, indicating a town. She points to a kind of winding road that heads down the side of this kind of cliff face. Head down that way. Be cautious. They've got crossbowmen up on the walls. And just declare, again, Jinx from the Eastern Pass. And good luck. Enjoy our humble little town. And she heads off back towards the tower.
We have any of that fucking wine from the winery?
Oh, the Kruthic wine?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh,
Only
we-
Fia would know.
Yeah.
That's why
I
I'm
feel like
really
we might.
just asking the ledger
Thought
that
we
is
had
for you.
some. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't
She's
remember. If you,
pee-peeing.
yeah, I don't remember if you've kept any. Matt, I think
She's
you have
coming
a
back.
couple.
She's coming back.
She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back.
Fia! I will
I
cheat.
had my wireless headset on. I was like, come on! God damn it. We gave the unopened bottle to the elves when we made the deal.
Right.
And I think we drank the bottle that we had opened with them. So I think we don't have any because we only
Could
had
we
two
We could make
with
them
us.
some from the
Yeah,
jug.
we could make some and pour it into their empty bottle.
We could try.
I don't
right?
think we can because that's a we said something about we can't make.
I think we
No, you
tried
can only
doing
make
that
you can make
before.
anything, but only once every 24 hours, right?
Once at dawn. Yeah. It refreshes at dawn, I should say. You can't make every liquid ever in there. You wouldn't be able to make
No.
your Kruthic wine in there.
But we can make
He said
wine.
something about.
You can
Could
make
make
just
wine.
general wine, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the best wine, but
Yeah.
it's a wine.
Scott will stay. Hey,
Hey.
Yes.
got that wine bottle?
I do. Actually, she walks over to you.
Like gestures to receive it. And
Hands
then
over. Still
who's
like a
got the
splash
who's
at the
got the
bottom.
jug?
I think
Me.
Fabia has
Fabia.
it.
He'll hand the bottle to Fabia.
Is this a prank or what am I doing with this?
Top him up.
Give them some wine.
Oh, just wine. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh.
Wine.
Oh.
Hands it back.
Fills up. Trixie, you're a
Cool.
bit confused.
He'll hand the bottle back.
Oh, did you fill it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh, thank you. She takes a swig from it. It tastes nicer than the other stuff anyway. Had a foul taste to it. Appreciate it.
He just nods.
Stay safe.
She turns around and carries on, going back towards the tower. Now that you're on the edge of the glen, looking down into it, the glen being kind of a canyon, you can see a town. You can see high above it at this point, sectioned off. I will show you guys what the town looks like. But welcome
Ooh.
to Steep Glen. You guys are on the
Nice.
eastern side of it, looking down at it.
Whoa.
I'll show the chat as
look at
well.
it.
Oh, what the fuck? Hold on one sec. It pushed
looks really
3 off
dark.
the screen. When I change scenes. That's fine.
You're gonna
I'm
come back that
gone,
way, and
you
someone will be like,
That's good. Okay,
"We're
there
gonna
we go.
come back that way," and someone will be like, "They were all too drunk, couldn't defend the."
Oh no!
Oh, don't say that.
Not the consequences of our
Oh,
actions.
no.
They're all dead.
Oh, God.
So, you'd be heading
Next
down.
time we'll make it non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
You'd be heading down the eastern path towards Steep Glen. On the walls
Okay.
up ahead, you would see a few just shambling dead, and you'd hear fire. Up on the walls, you see a dozen or so crossbowmen aim down and fire into the dead below. They drop down onto the ground. One starts getting up again. Reload and fire. They do it again. You can see kind of the familiar essence of what happened to you guys over at Palebrick, where the one dead wouldn't keep dying. They keep just shooting it until it dies. All right. Hold. People on the road. Tell the captain. As you guys are wandering up, you'd see a broad, darker-skinned man with like half a burnt face, kind of torn, jagged mouth, that's slightly open on the side, a little bit like Two-Face in The Dark Knight. He steps up and looks down from the ramparts. You'd see that the people here wear very much, if you know, like Bloodborne kind of aesthetics. They kind of wear trench coats and kind of fineries underneath a kind of like a pulled across like quilted coat and a tricorn hat on this guy. He looks down. Who goes there?
Hi. We were sent by Jinxa, the Eastern Pass. She sent us on through.
Okay. And what business do you have here in Steep Glen?
I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for my mother. We think maybe she may have come this way.
How long
Hoping to-
ago?
I don't know. I really don't know. Recently, when was it that?
Could we have identified how all the beheaded bodies were at the other place? And they started to like rot.
They had started to rot, and there's a lot of chew
Okay.
marks on them, so it'd probably been quite hard to say, but they definitely weren't as old as the dead there. Weeks.
We know it's been a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Based
least.
on yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime between like a couple weeks ago and a few days, I guess.
We haven't had anyone in a few days. A couple of weeks ago or so, a little bit further back than that, we had some hunters coming through from Silvertorch. Is she one of them?
Oh, no, no, she wasn't. She was she's headed to Palebrick, looking for someone. And then we were just in Palebrick looking for her. Oh,
I'll let them in. I'll see them at the gate. You see him head down. You see one person's kind of doing a pulling motion on top of the wall. You see this gate, kind of the portcullis start to rise. And your pathway into the small town of Steep Glen is open. You'd see, despite the fact you'd have lanterns which are lit constantly throughout the day, making it kind of look like a kind of a warm night that you'd usually have on a traditional town. But a lot of glowing coming from the right side of you, just to the north. another portion sectioned off of the town. From up above, you would see this is where the farmlands are. Almost these kind of glowing orbs that move around, keeping the warmth there. Almost like they're projecting daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, the town here has some damages where some homes have fallen in and been abandoned, decrepit over time. Other homes are kind of still maintained, though portions of houses which are unnecessary have been taken apart. Their wood being used to build the wall properly and to reinforce the wall. Anytime they can, any materials they can, they've broken down. You see empty plots of land which have just been stripped bare. This is a town which very much makes the most of whatever they have. The captain waits as you enter under the gate. He has a couple of guards who walk down beside him. It won't be necessary. Evening there. All right. If you're looking for someone, no one has come through that meets that description. No one we know would be over at Palebrick. But you're welcome within the town of Steep Glen.
Thank you. Is there like a, I don't know, a sort of central meeting place or something where we could go to just sort of ask around?
It depends who you're looking for, but you could head to speak with Conenham. She might be able to give you some directions. Maria knows anyone who's anyone. Otherwise, you could head to there's a tavern on the western side of the town. That might have some information, but mostly everything goes to the scouts. The scouts haven't seen it. It's likely not happened.
Okay. Thank you. I guess we'll head in.
Yep. Right. Be safe in here. And anything you are trading, we trade in materials and supplies, not coin. He steps up, back over onto the wall. You hear him kind of barking orders to kind of go and check down the perimeter. All right. You're in the town of Steep Glen. Is your choice wherever you want to go.
What did he say? He said another person's name, right?
He said Maria. He was referring to
Maria.
Cunningham.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking it. I don't really know. Should we just...
We could go to Carnunum.
Okay, we should do that. Let's do that. That seems like a really good idea.
Try to get a gauge on what kind of person they are and all that.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. We'll head that way.
Okay. Heading through. You notice the people here kind of, again, they would wear kind of almost fineries and like padded gear, but most of what they're wearing is anything that they could have got their hands on. They're using any of their like leather and whatnot to kind of reinforce the guard. Asking around a couple of times, you'd hear that Maria Carnenham is within the central portion of the town. You can see where as you kind of move in, the river flows coming from the north side, heading downward, flowing south. In the portion of that, there's an island in the middle with its own smaller wall surrounding it. It has its own gates, and a little bridge is kind of pulled down, heading towards it. You can see people moving back and forth there. If you're heading that way, you'd see in the central part of the island many different tents that have been set up with refugees sleeping in them, and people mostly kind of having their morning food, which you can see is mostly rationed. Inside the middle island, you'd find a barracks with several people training, peasants learning how to use blades and spears and bows, but also an almost castle-like fort. The only stone building you'd actually find here in Steep Glen. For your sake, I'll ping it on the map. It's this building here. A large castle, which it seems the wall has been kind of built around, with stables outside it. The stables are empty. A couple of guards wait on the door outside the castle, and in the tents nearby, you'd see families.
Mhm.
Your intention is to head towards Maria Carnenum. You know she's in the castle.
All right.
Cool.
Let's go.
Right. The guards are waiting outside the door. The gate, a broad wooden gate, studded kind of metal pieces jutting out of it as an extra reinforcement. A guard looks at you. A shoddy shield, like a rounded shield in his arm and a spear in his hand. Hello. What can we do for you?
Hi. We're hoping that we could see Carnenum.
Is this about the grain? We are distributing as much as we can.
Oh no. No, actually we're new rivals. We were given entry by Jinxa, and we are just kind of like looking for someone. I'm looking for my mother, and we thought maybe Carnenum might be able to give us some more information.
Okay. We can send word up to see does she know you're coming?
No. Do we need an appointment? Or can I don't know.
Kind of looks at you a little bit confused. No. No, not many people need to see her. All right. Hold the fort. And he steps in. They open the door for him and he heads on in. A few minutes later, he steps in out and says, she'll see you. Did you say your names were?
Hi, I'm
The cockslate. Sorry.
God.
Fuck.
God
Name
damn.
haunts us.
maybe a part of us.
Just you can head on through. It's,
Proper choice.
I really
As we
like
walk
this
by, we're
through
like,
line of just goofing enough that people are like, I thought maybe you were a threat, but you're
Yeah.
obviously not.
right,
Go
you guys
on.
are so dumb. You're
Yeah.
totally safe. As we walk by, we're like, do you have a good idea for a group name? Have you ever heard of any cool? No, I'm kidding. Every NPC we ever meet. Have you heard
Just
of
ask
have
them.
you tried Coxlayers? He
Actually,
remains
we
at the
have.
door.
I really liked that one. They don't. I've tried cockslayers.
Oh.
Okay, sorry, we go.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, you head on in. You see, it's mostly kind of like the kind of main entrance area is stripped bare of any of its furniture and whatnot. A staircase leads up to a kind of a more private room. It's more of a lord's manor house than anything else, or a castle version of that, a smaller castle version of that. The actual doorway, you can see the doors open. You can hear from within kind of a conversation that's getting a little heated. You hear the kind of muffled sound of it before a soldier steps out of the door and looks at you. Wearing more ragged gear, mismatched, doesn't really match the soldiers that you saw at the door and at the wall. And he nods his head to you, walks past and down the stairs and out. You hear from within the room up at the top of the stairs. For fuck's sake.
We hear that.
Yeah.
Can I, to try and hear more before we get in there?
Yeah, you saw the person that came out that she was clearly arguing with. He stepped
Oh,
down.
okay,
while possibly,
sorry.
so yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't
it's
actually
quiet
hear
now.
what they were arguing about. We just sort of heard.
No,
that
you
it
heard the
was
kind of
an
distant
argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll walk in then, yeah?
Yeah.
We're obviously next.
Yeah.
Is there a
that
number
bodes
we
well.
can take from a?
Fabio will do that fucking annoying dad thing and like knock on the inside of the door and go, knock, knock.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Just checking.
Yeah, what's
You
up?
reading a book?
Oh my
Door
God.
closed, huh? What are you getting up to?
You're such a good dad, Dodger.
It gave me so much PTSD.
Yeah, holy fuck.
You'd
That's
feel the
funny.
warm glow as you step in. It's stone flooring, like stone large tiles. There's a great fireplace to your right that's constantly burning with small bits of kind of old kindle. A torn up carpet on the ground with like a seating area in front of that. A little study desk to the left with an open book and ledger. A water barrel beside that. The water doesn't look the cleanest. Up ahead, though, a table has been brought into here with a great big carpet below it and several seats. A map of the area with a dagger kind of sticking out of it, a water skin, empty bottle, a crossbow laying across the desk. And up behind that, you could see where the Lord's chair was. A few steps go up with this great big stone slab with a plinth behind it. Torches on the walls beside it illuminating the room. But where the chair that would have been up on the Lord's desk was, you can see it's been dragged down the stairs and brought in front of this table that's been put there. In front of the chair, looming over her table. Broad in her features, her arms especially, quite small, slim, a human woman. Wears a breastplate that doesn't seem like it comes off for more than sleeping. It's almost just kind of comfortably tied and put around herself, loose at the bottom. Always ready for a fight. A sword hanging at the belt. These kind of leather and linen leeches, but kind of breeches that go down to her ankles and boots that kind of pull up as well. A short crop of black hair on her head. A strong jawline, but pretty. Maria looks up at you. Sorry, do I know you?
Hi. No, you don't.
Not yet.
Nice.
Down, girl.
Wink. Waggles eyebrows.
What can I do for you? Are you with the hunters?
No, we're not. Were they here recently?
You hear a knock on the door behind you guys as you stepped in. And there in the doorway, you would see a kind of a mustache and a slight kind of bit of a chin beard. Stubble around there. Black hair that kind of flows down his back. Slight pointed ears. A half-elf man. He's wearing kind of very Bloodborne kind of styled trench coat, a black shirt underneath, slightly opened. A little bit flamboyant in his look, despite the kind of dull colors in the way he kind of leaves his shirt slightly open, a little bit of hair protruding through. On his back, he's got this holstered crossbow. He knocks on the door. I mean, you're talking about us, right? How are you doing? She looks across to
Hi.
him. Is something wrong, mister? No, the fellow outside, seemed a bit pissed off. Just want to make sure everything was okay. Everything is fine. You can wait downstairs. He nods and heads down.
That seemed weirdly like overprotective, right?
Those. Fia will say that the hunters, and just kind of like gesture back.
Oh, that is one of them, yes. One of the four.
Oh, there's 4 of them. Are they all? Okay. No, we're not with them. I'm looking for my mother. She went to Palebrick Tower.
How'd she go there?
Sometime between a couple. She's looking for someone. She's looking for someone named Cassell. Do you know who that is? Watch his face intently.
She doesn't hide it. She lost.
Hmm.
So she's a hunter.
No, she's not. She's not at all. She's a pirate.
Didn't expect to hear that. Right. I mean, you've got my attention.
Do you know, So she went to Palebrick to look for Cassell, for me, like
Right.
as a gesture for me.
What business have you got with that bastard?
Ooh, I was looking for him because he killed my family. And I was gonna look for him, and she thought she would help. And I think she might be in trouble.
If she's dealing with vampires, it's likely she is in trouble. He's not a ghoul. He leads ghouls. He's a higher vampire. Though we don't get much disturbance from him. I mean...
Has he been here for a while?
Cassell?
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
But he wasn't always here, right? Like, I know he was in Pennytown, because that's
I don't know
where
why he would go to Pennytown.
It was
Cassell runs a
long time
village.
ago. He has a whole village.
I mean...
Near here?
I told you he's a higher vampire. Yeah, near enough. It's to the north. My scouts could find a way for you if you need leading there, but that's a risk. Pinewood Village is his. Yes, Largo?
What? What? Fabia. What is in like a higher vampire village? People or like other shit?
Oh no. Well, sometimes. There's been stories of ones with thralls and those they keep around like cattle, but Cassell is different. He doesn't keep humans around in his village. All we know, and we try to avoid it. We're not trying to start a war with a group of vampires, but he has ghouls. A fair number of them. They protect his village, a little civilization, help him collect his blood. Fear, roll a wisdom check.
Right. Shut my sheep, and I was looking at the cool map. Hold on. Stand by, please.
As you're all talking, by the way, another person enters into the room. 13. Okay.
Oh wait, that was saved, but whatever.
Is it the same roll?
Does it do anything? Yeah, it's still 2.
Okay.
So.
Before I say about that, you'd see as someone taller than them both, Scold and Saphira. 9.5.
To be determined.
Oh yeah, roll your d12. Yeah,
Hang
Scold,
on.
by the way, chat, to give you an idea, has to roll 3d4.
Oh,
And he rolled a 9. You grow 9
Nice.
inches
Huge.
taller.
What the hell?
Almost a whole
That's
foot.
Yeah.
Part of his level up.
I was
Wow.
8'2", so now I'm
8
8'11".
Fuck.
Wow.
Oh
Shit.
shit.
8 for 11.
Oh, what a
You'd
mess.
have seen Saphira. You just
Huge.
kind of noticed for the first time, seeing this like tall lady come in. Scold is no longer like near your height. He's well ahead. He's grown
Weird
overnight.
looks around and she's like, suddenly she's just like, am I shrinking?
He hasn't noticed. He hasn't noticed at all.
Into the room walks a one-handed masked figure. She's about 9.5 foot tall, and she seems to drift along, a cloak going along her armor, which you can see glimmering below, almost silver and gold beneath the cloak. The mask is covered in almost like runes that look like tree roots. And she slips behind, golden hair that flows down her back. She stands just in the distance behind Maria.
You got one arm. you said?
One hand, she's kind of cradles the arm, but one hand is missing. The other hand drifted behind her back. She stands almost as an advisor behind Maria. Maria nods her head to her and looks back at the group. For you, by the way, Fia, when she mentioned the Pinewood Village, Pine Root Village. You remember that name?
Motherfucker. Okay.
Because it's the village you grew up in. Or briefly. He resides much of his time over there. We don't have much dealings with the vampires. Thankfully, they leave my people alone.
Okay. So, have you, so we were just at Palebrick, because we were looking for my mother. I feel like I should tell you that there was this weird portal that seemed like, I had some sort of like time kind of magic feeling about it.
Right.
It's closed now. There was a weird monster that had like a lot of tentacles. And when we hit it, it made smaller. Anyway, that's dead as well.
Okay.
I feel like if you guys are scouting the area, you should probably
I
know
would-
that.
If you'd like to inform the hunter downstairs, Mistith leads his group. He can deal with that.
Okay.
Or anything to do with it. That's their job. I just keep this place
So
from...
nonplussed about a fucking time portal.
Right? Everybody's just like time portals, whatever.
It's like another one.
Deadlands
God.
are fucking crazy.
It's like Oblivion, right? They're just like all over, just opening up like all the time. Like old people, young people coming out, like
What's going on with
spacemen and
you?
shit.
We're just trying to fucking stay alive out here, okay? Like, I got no time to spend extra brain cells worrying about time shit.
Look, man, we can't grow crops. I don't have time for your bullshit right now. Okay. Okay, Cassell. He definitely was in Pennytown at least about 15-ish years ago. But this village that he lives in is so it's nearby. Like how
I've never been. But one of the scouts would be able to lead you there.
okay.
It's a few days on the road, maybe? But that's where you'll find Cassell. If you do go after him, I can tell you that several Silver Torch hunters have gone after him. All have failed. Higher vampires are no joke. But I'm happy for a scout to lead you there. Things have been a little bit quieter recently. The dead have been converging elsewhere, so...
Just he just leaves you alone?
We've had a couple of run-in with ghouls. But that's... neither here nor there. We haven't had any attacks from Cassell, personally. We've had horror stories of people traveling the road and running into some of his ghouls and his creatures.
Like...
Though I imagine he drinks on more than people. You understand
Yes,
how
that's-
vampires work?
Well, I think that's what I'm trying to understand. If you're like a whole settlement of food for him and he just leaves you alone?
Or why would he drink? Human, you've never hunted a vampire before, have you?
What does he drink?
Well, I haven't. So, this was no. I was. So I was supposed to be trained for the Soldiers of Sunrise, and I was taken as a kid, and then it was a whole. I ended up in Pennytown. That's where Cassell killed my family, and so
Right.
I don't really know that. I mean, it was a long time
Long
ago
way
that
for
I
him
was
to
sort of
go
in
for that.
training. Yeah, I don't really know why he was there, but boy, I would like to find out. I'd like to find my mother.
Well, then let me give you a little bit of a hint. And to answer your question, Farfolk,
Basil.
I say it like Basil.
Basil.
And you gotta do it.
I wink. I'll dazzle her. Basil the Dazzler.
This chick is like, these people are so fucking thirsty.
Oh my fucking god.
She-
Everyone loves us so much.
She nods to Basil. It depends on the vampire. Ghouls rarely pick and choose unless they've been ordered to by their founder or their higher vampire. You have several hierarchy in the vampires. There are those who are more ancient, masters. There are those who are hires. There are those who are ghouls. There are those who are more bestial than anything else. Cassell has ghouls, though they don't seem to attack us. When a vampire drinks blood, they gain some remnant of the thing they drink. They drink a human, it might taste plenty well, but it doesn't give them that much. Higher vampires hunt greater foes. If a higher vampire was to drink, say, a great poisonous snake, they might be able to inject poison upon their next victim. If they were able to drink a troll, their body might regenerate. There's fineries to the blood, and thankfully, or concerningly, really, Cassell's above drinking us. Or at least, he hasn't. Which,
That's good, I guess.
well, is it?
What would
A vampire that drinks humans is probably a vampire you can deal with a lot easier. A vampire
What do
that
you
doesn't
think
need
would-
to drink humans. Well, you have to beg the question, what have they found that's better?
what do you think would happen if they drank Fae?
Fuck if I know. Nothing good.
Do they take heads?
Not traditionally.
Okay. No further questions.
Is Sam's camera frozen for anybody else?
Oh, it is,
Probably.
yeah. Yeah. He freezes occasionally, but it'll be in a pose which Sam will do for like a long time anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll just totally
That would
believe
be
it's real.
normal. When we were at Palebrick, one of the things we noticed is that all the dead were missing their heads. Have you ever? I mean, we can ask the scouts, but do you know? Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, that's weird.
It was pretty gross.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was a trophy. Who knows what people do? Nothing here in the Deadlands would really leave more body. If they're gonna eat the head, they're gonna eat the rest. But
Okay.
best ask the hunters about that one, I think. They just want to recruit me, but I don't know anything about their craft.
They wanna bring you out on the hunt with them? Are they just looking for anybody to?
Not anyone, but yes. My duties are here.
Understandable.
Anyway, I can recall the scouts I needed to do a reconvening with them anyway, so I could probably recall them now, and they'll be within a few hours. Maybe one could take you along.
Okay. That'd be really helpful. Thank you.
Oh, sweet Sam. He's now just too...
Do you want to just make some
Twisting
awkward small
blue
talk while we wait for our
cubes.
friend to?
Poor
So,
Sam.
tell me more about Steep
Smarmy
Glen.
hunter.
How's that going?
I'm cubes now.
He's just
Just
cubes.
cubes.
Yeah.
I cannot get it to work.
I say, do you want me to throw out the skull? Actually, I've
Yeah.
got the skull, but if you just leave it flashing so I don't have to redo all the cams, that'll work.
Yeah, throw the skull and I'll fix it in the break.
It's all good. Okay. Okay. What did you ask, sorry, OG?
Just
Oh,
like,
you're just
Dodie, what do
joking.
you want to tell us about Steep Glen while we wait for our friends having trouble back here? Give us the deets on the town.
She kind of looks across behind her to the advisor and says, "Are the farms okay?" "They are working." Her voice, when she speaks, kind of ripples a little bit in the air. She nods her head to her. "Good. I would offer you food and shelter. We don't have much to trade. If you do wish to get something, perhaps you could trade weapons or anything you've got. Except weapons, materials, food, water, for bedding, that is. Otherwise, you can wait downstairs or wait around at the town. It's up to you."
Okay. Thank you. We really appreciate it. I guess that's it.
Cool.
She lets you head out. You see the eyes of the person behind the mask watch you the entire time. All right, where do you want to go?
Basil, you should talk to the plants and be like, "Bitch, you're having trouble growing. I feel that. What do you need to grow better?"
Fucking big
And
brain.
maybe
That's
they
a
can
good
tell
idea.
you what
We
they
will
what
trade
they're
you
missing, you know?
better crop yield.
Do they have
Yeah.
crops in Steep Glen that they're trying to grow at all?
They've got
Oh
Yeah,
my
we feel like
god,
the
that's
lights,
such a
right?
good idea. We should do that.
Thank you. I'm full of them.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's the mushrooms. My
humble,
third
so
eye is wide
humble.
open.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's funny. Yeah, let me add them. Let's talk to the crops.
Okay, you
Dora
go.
wants to see is the hunter still downstairs?
The half elf guy.
Yeah.
You'd see
Oh,
him
yeah.
over in the
We gotta
corner of the
talk to
room.
that dude.
And with him, you'd see it kind of over to the corner. You'd see a little makeshift bed that's been set up, like almost like a stretcher bed. On it is lying a pale-skinned woman with pale eyes. You've probably never seen this creature before, this human before, but she's lying down. A couple of cuts and tears in her robes and gear. Next to them, you would see the half-elf, Mistith, the one you saw come up before. You see connected to his back as well is a twin blade that's been kind of curled up. It's two-sided blades that elves usually use. You'd also see, sat down in a chair nearby, you'd see a woman, kind of a smaller, quite skinnier, half-dwarf woman. She sits there, kind of leaning over, watching the person who's lying down, kind of injured and asleep in the bed. And over to the left, another man with kind of a collar that comes up, hiding away his mouth, wears a hat, gloomy. You can see just beneath his skin, he's paler, ears come out. He's a drow. And just sat to one side, you'd also see a large brown bear wearing slight armor across it. And it's just licking its paw.
A bear,
An
though,
actual
not
bear.
a Krigman.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. My dumbass.
But you see, as
I
you
also
approach,
was like, bear.
We're just all immediately like, what?
That's Scold's race too. It says bear on the sheet.
Oh, you guys are friends. You know each other. Come on.
you would see as the bears that come up, kind of stands there, and watches you. Mr. looks across to you and goes, "It's all right, Hugs. It's all right." And it goes back and starts licking its paw again. How do you do?
Hi.
What up?
Good. How are you?
Oh no, what's got three-toed prince, is bigger than the city wall and collects heads?
Is this a riddle?
No. It's what's in the forest to the east. It's what you want to
Oh.
know.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pull out one of the weird drawings.
He takes it, and he hands
You
it
seen any?
straight back to one behind. Wake you up. You see the person shake the person in the bed. They look up at you guys, and they immediately, their eyes widen, and then their skin just and starts morphing and changes into a young human woman. And she looks up.
Changeling.
Cool.
They pass her the sheet, and she looks at it and kind of sits upright. The half-dog goes, steady. Where have you seen this?
Palebrick. We didn't actually see it, but we found these, and we heard stories about this thing.
Yeah, I've seen that thing before.
Oh.
It was... We were looking for information about it actually ourselves, but it was flying over the northern woods.
It flies.
We don't know what that is. It's big though. Mistiff kind of folds his arms. Yeah, she was a bird at the time, and she saw it flying over her. Said it was massive. A creature that brought darkness as it flew with it. We were tracking it down a little bit. We've come out short since it was flying, but we found a footprint heading further west. And then nothing again. The heads thing makes sense, though. We did find a couple of wolves. And decapitated. We thought it was some sort of weird ritual, but that makes sense.
Does it? Things just want heads?
Gives us some form of direction, I guess. Maybe it eats the heads. Leaves the rest.
Yeah, every body we found at Palebrick was decapitated.
It's good information. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Do you know where Pine Root Village is? Dodger, why are you laughing?
Like 4 crane flies just flew into my office. And every single one of them flies right at my face before
they
like
bringing darkness?
redirecting toward a light, and it's
Oh,
like it's
God.
fucking
Oh, no.
terrifying every time.
Jesus.
I hate them because they
They're
don't
gonna
like
hit the
actually
light,
fly.
they're
They
just
just kind of like
Oh, God.
float places. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I need to look at... Which one's
Sorry.
a crane fly?
Daddy Longlegs.
Oh, okay. I was-
Yeah, they're like the long legged.
yeah, we just
They're
called them daddy
yucky.
long legs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, those are
Here's the
spiders.
thing, though.
long legs are a
In
different
America,
thing.
a daddy
Yeah.
longlegs is a spider, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
just weird
can't
about
use
that.
that term.
My mum
Fucking
calls...
weird.
Yeah, my mum calls...
Daddy
Those
Longlegs is
spiders,
a
daddy
spider
longlegs.
to me as well.
That's weird.
Like
Oh,
Daddy Longlegs
weird.
are spiders to me. But I ever since when I moved to Scotland and those little fucking crane flies flew in the window whenever you've got a light on.
Yeah.
I always heard them being called Daddy Longlegs, but I always just thought they were
Called
crane
Daddy
flies.
Longlegs. Who?
Yeah, but they're horrible little fuckers. They're just got like a tiny body and massive long legs.
Yeah,
and
they're
just,
real
like,
gross.
spasm all over your computer monitor. If you
And
haven't,
they
Yeah,
do
they're really
fly
annoying.
weird. It's just sort of like
super
horrible
blindsided.
things. Yeah.
Um,
Anyways,
Sorry.
continue. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
That's good.
I can't close the window or I'll die in here.
Interrupt
So
my
I have to
headache.
pick one or the other.
Same. It's the same for me as
I have the
well.
same
I just
thing.
have like the shutters closed and pray to the gods that they don't come in.
You'd see kind of Mistiff turn towards you. We'll probably check to the west. What are you gonna ask?
do we see an insignia on them? Like do they have like any
They have
sort
the
of
silver torch. Symbol.
Okay.
Hmm.
You guys are silver torch hunters,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're thinking of we're gonna head towards Pine Root Village.
Cassell's place.
You heard of that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Why does everybody just know that this vampire just has like a whole village that nearby and everyone seems fine?
fine
Is that
with
not weird?
it. Not here. But, I mean, I suppose it's a little strange, but there's not much we can do about it.
Why?
Don't have the numbers. The fucking wolf guardians stick in their own area, defend their own lands. We defend whatever we have out here.
how many would you need to take it?
Take down a whole village of vampires. Dunno, we haven't really thought about it. We mostly try and clear out the dead, clear out anything that's a bit worse. Witches, werewolves if they get a little out of control, and whatever we can. But I mean, with the big thing, we were just going to lead that away. We're going to try and lead it north. A vampire village? I don't know. 50? 50 good strong men, maybe? There's a few dozen ghouls there. You take it slow, you could probably hack your way through some of them, lure them out. But there's no point risking it. As far as I know, they don't hunt any people around here. But we're not from Steep Glen, so...
Where are you from?
Oh, we come from the south. We come from a village just on the outskirts of Farewells. Little town to the south. Down by Cradle by the Sea. But, well, 3 of us do. Points over towards the half-dwarf. She comes from the west. Originally. We just spent a lot of time up in the Deadlands clearing out things. You thinking about clearing out the vampires?
I think he has my mother in his village.
We haven't heard of...
There was a...
Go on.
There was some sort of big fight at Palebrick. And she was going after Cassell and was led there. And then that thing, holds up drawing, showed up. And my mother was attacked by that and dragged away by Cassell. And so...
I'm sorry. It's the first we've heard of Cassell's people attacking humans. They usually go for bigger prey. Werewolves and whatnot. But, I guess she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. My condolences. If we see her out there, we'll put her out of her misery.
You don't need to do... She's gonna be fine. I haven't met her. She's gonna be fine. She's definitely... she can take care of herself, and she's been through a lot worse, I think, probably, maybe, than this. Well, she's been through a lot. She's really tough. So, anyway, I'm just gonna, go find her.
Right. Good luck.
What, do you have a lot of experience with vampires? Any?
Some. We've
experience
killed a couple of dampirs. Yeah.
Like, what do you think a vampire would, gain if they drank Fae?
Depends on the Fae. Got a specific?
Not really, just like, I don't know if they, do they get the same thing all the time? Like if you drink one troll, if you drink them all?
No,
or
no. No, blood's very specific. It depends on the creature. Entirely. Not necessarily its type, but the creature itself.
Okay.
There were stories when I was a boy about a vampire that would drink anything of massive size. They said a great worm from the north was drained dry by it. And it gave him a burrowing speed. Just like the creature. He was able to dig underground. Gnaw through the very stone and rock. It's all very silly, but the thing to know about vampires is that the most dangerous ones are probably going to be the least harm to you as a human. It's one of the satisfying thing about them. It's probably why we don't really go after them that often. The only times we really hear about them dealing with humans if they're hidden among us, but that's all. Paranoia, mostly.
Like, how well can they hide among us?
They look just like us. They're magical. The stronger they get, the more magic they consume. Hell, points at Timmy. He could be a vampire.
You're not a vampire, right, Timmy?
How could we tell?
Not that I know of.
Depends how good they are. Vampires are a little easier. Their fangs will show. If you're going after a higher vampire, then you're probably going to want to deal with a lack of reflection. Silver mirror. They do have reflections in normal mirrors. That's commonly misunderstood. Get a silver-laced mirror, they won't be able to see themselves in it. Master vampire? We don't know.
Do you think if I morphed into a large creature, we could potentially lure him out? If he's interested in going after large prey.
Is it an illusion or a physical change?
Polymorph is a physical change, right, Joe? Yeah. No, it's a physical change.
If your blood changes with it, then yeah. You have something of worth. Yeah. It's a fucking ballsy maneuver, but it could work.
Yeah. We want to find her mom, so...
Well, I'm not gonna step in front of you. That's, clear out that place and no one's gonna be crying a tear for them. So, you'll be doing us all a favor.
Kind of one other thing.
Yeah?
Because Maria, she didn't, seem too bothered by this. So I'm just curious, have you ever seen, a giant portal? It has, time magic coming off of it. Is that, a regular thing? Just, a big portal of magic? It's just kind of
Don't think so, no.
Huh. Okay. We saw one anyway. It's closed. It's fine. But just FYI, there's a portal. I don't know. It was maybe just a one-time thing. I don't know. She did just kind of took it all in stride. But maybe that's just because she lives in the Deadlands, right? And everything's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Maria mostly just cares about her town.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well,
if you need
thank
anything, you know where to find us, will we? Well, actually, we're going to be heading out just to the south. Check the road there.
Wait, actually, I do have one more thing. Fee's going to describe what the stranger looks like and ask if they know him. Knew him, know him, whatever. Does that dude sound familiar?
I mean, he's partially the reason we came out to find him. Let's heck him.
Oh.
Knew him well?
You guys friends?
No, the guy's a prick, but he's part of the order.
Well...
Wait, their order?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still looking? You don't have to keep looking for him. He's dead.
Yeah.
How'd you know that?
Because I set him on fire and I killed him.
We buried him.
You see one in the back just slowly put their hand onto their belt for their weapon.
Skull will do the same. He'll just
in between each other.
lift his maul ever so slightly off the ground.
Yeah, he was a ghoul.
He's a ghoul.
Sit down, friend.
You see the guy kind of come down. You probably should have opened he was a ghoul, not that you killed one of the hunters.
I'm not going to just kill anybody.
He was a ghoul.
Yeah, we don't really know each other. You don't know that. Yeah, anyway, he's a ghoul. And so
very bloodthirsty and
betrayed us. He was Cassell's ghoul.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Points back at Scold.
We found him chained up in a barn, actually.
Huh.
He was,
left for dead.
That's not good. That means, look, your mother, that's an anomaly. Cassell usually doesn't bother with mortals. At least people. For him to do it to a hunter, I mean, we've known a couple hunters to go after him. They're not sanctioned by order. Not trying to start a fight. But they died. Or they were sent off running. They turned him into a ghoul. That's weird.
Maybe he knew he was a hunter. And that's why he...
I don't like that. I appreciate you telling us. Did you get
I
us?
don't like that.
I reject this information.
I don't like
Don't
this
want your
one.
future.
Talking about the future, there's a portal back there that, hey, maybe you wanna...
Wait, out of character, he's the one that tried to make a deal with Cassell because he like worshipped Cassell and wanted to betray his hunter allies, right? Or stranger friend. Okay, got
You
it.
think so, right? Yeah.
Apparently, according to the
According to
note,
those
yeah.
notes.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah, that's all good news. Once Quether is healed up and we head out, then we might also look into this matter. Cassell.
Okay. I'm sorry we didn't have better news.
There's no good news in the Deadlands. There's just slightly worse news.
So we're finding out. All right, thanks.
One last thing. Could you point us in the direction of crops? I mean, I assume they're trying to grow crops here. I want to try to help if I can.
Yeah, the one that sticks with Maria all the time, that weird creature with the wings. She was the one that's been keeping up their crops, making them grow, but apparently it's fading.
Right.
You had wings?
Oh, her up there? Yeah. She's
Mask? And the...
Yeah, she's something otherworldly. Friend of Maria's.
Huh. Interesting.
But she's been creating daylight for the crops to grow. And
Oh.
Has daylight
me
spell, doesn't
stunned.
have speaks with plants. Just saying.
Our powers combined.
yeah. That over to the east, it's in a separate walled off section.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Yeah. I'm going to get over to the tavern and make sure she's got better sleeping. So, if you don't mind us, they're going to
Yeah.
slowly lift up a stretcher and slowly walk out of the room. You see Hugs get up, up to you, Scott, as he kind of walks past and heads out of the hall. All right, what would you like to do?
All right, let's go look at some plants.
Yeah, can we go to the crops real quick?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. You can head over towards where the cropland is. You'd see it on the map. It's the section where, up here, where the farmland is.
Okay.
You head
Perfect.
around the river, going towards the gate there. You'd see a kind of a man sat on a chair, mostly undisturbed. And he kind of wakes up. Grizzled, kind of just graying hair, human man. He looks at you. Oh, hello. What do you need?
Hi. You're managing the crops or looking over crops here?
Okay. Well, I manage the gate, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm part of the farming
Gotcha.
agriculture section of this town. Why?
I have a lot of farm experience actually. Not from around here, out of town, but I would love to
great. Sign up.
inspect and sign up.
You want to join the
Oh,
farmers?
I'm probably not going to stay here very long, but if you could just give me a moment to actually like look at the crops, and I might be able to help just kind of inspect and see what they need.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. I guess. He stands up. He's like a little bit confused, but
Basil, by the way.
I appreciate that, Davis.
Davis.
If you want to come through, he steps through the gate, kind of open gate. He pulls it forward, and you'd see inside here, dimming, spinning lights over each of the crop fields, mimicking daylight. It's peculiar from when you walk in because it's only about 50 feet up above that is just darkness. But below that is these miniature suns that kind of burn and glimmer downward. You'd see some of the first fields are slowly growing through, but it is slow. One of them has completely died off. The two at the back do have fairly decent harvests, and they've got the brightest of the suns.
Okay.
And you can see they're starting to put together the harvest, but it doesn't look like it's been a very fruitful harvest during this summer.
Okay. Probably approach some of the plants that look like they're struggling to survive.
Okay.
And I will do speak with plants.
Okay. You'd be right next to a little kind of crop growing out the ground, a little bit of kind of maize. You can't speak with plants. And yeah, you can talk to it.
All right, he's gonna crouch down, like take a knee. Hey, little guy, you hanging in there?
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Oh, hi. Hey, I'm Basil. I want to try to help you out. Are you struggling to stay alive?
Oh, yeah, it's real dark here.
Yeah, I can see that. Do you feel like light is the main thing you need? Is there anything else that's making it hard to grow?
We get plenty of water.
Okay.
There's no worms to turn the soil. And it's dry.
Okay.
We need more light, though.
More light.
Basil, you got to polymorph into a worm and toll all this soil.
Come on, give him that worm poop.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes out jar. Worms.
Yeah, ugh.
Not a liquid, but
blood of just worms fill up now.
Gross. Ew. Will this help? Dumps it on the plant.
Yeah, honestly.
No.
Basil's gonna look back. Is anyone else with me?
Yeah,
In the
I
group?
would have.
What else should I ask?
Is the light enough, or they need more light than this?
Yeah, it sounds like they need more light. It's the main issue.
And worms?
And worms. The soil is
These
very, very
things.
dry.
Bobby will like point to the little mini suns above them.
Oh, the shiny lady. She puts these up as often as she can.
Oh.
Are they helping?
Yeah, are they helping? Do you feel like that's are you getting light from those that you need?
Yeah, when they're bright.
Okay. Do they not stay very bright?
They did at first. I've only been alive for about a week, but
Oh shit.
Oh, welcome to the world, little guy.
hey, thanks.
Why does he sound so fucking old? He's
He's really past.
he's so parched. Joe's like, how do I sound when I need water?
Now we know how Joe sounds when he needs water.
Yeah.
She puts them up. They last for about a day.
Okay.
But she looks tired.
Oh, that's no good.
Can we juice them up somehow?
The lights, yeah. Is there anything we could do, Joe, if we inspected them or?
Roll an Arcana check.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Yeah, I feel like we all should.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Be good.
Ooh, nice, Fabia.
Okay.
No, that was Fia.
Oh, Fia.
Fia,
Mine was garbage.
Like,
How hard could it be?
you'd probably know, Fia, that you could probably brighten them through radiant magic. It would have to be more than just Sacred Flame, though. Technically, you wouldn't really be able to necessarily brighten the daylight spell. But in this case, I'd say because they are swirling physical kind of suns, burning kind of orbs, emulating kind of daylight, say radiant magic could probably improve upon it and make them a little brighter for longer.
Okay.
Oh, got none of that.
Fia will throw that out to the group formerly known as the Cockslayers. Hey guys.
I don't think I
Who here
have
has
any radiant
radiant?
spells.
Yeah,
What
that's not
else?
really my
I
bag.
do.
Oh.
But if I do spells, I mean, it's only a temporary fix. We need to think of
Yeah.
something.
So
We might need to talk to the
permanent.
lady in charge of it.
This is a long shot. I sold a drift globe to
Cadvin? Yeah.
and Cadvan has a shop in Tithmore.
Yes.
And if Cadvan still has the drift globe, they could buy it
Mmm.
and get it shipped on over, right?
That would be good. That'd be really
I'm just
good.
saying it might help. I don't know,
Wait,
man.
what does the drift globe do?
it like
Above board?
it's a little sphere and it casts it can either like just be light or can cast daylight.
Oh,
That's
See, that'd be
awesome.
good.
Yeah, that would be
That'd be
perfect.
great.
And then
for
when
them.
I sold all the light shit when I got my goggles, I was like, we don't fucking need these. Everyone else has dark vision.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
sold that
yo,
and like
good
a
shout
lamp.
though.
we
That's a
could
good
try to get
idea.
it back from Cadvin. That's a good idea. Yeah.
We'll use tack to call him and see if he's still got it.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Fia will totally just tic tac out right there.
Awesome.
And message Cadvan.
Okay.
Hey Cadvan, it's Fia. We're in the Deadlands. Do you still have that drift globe that I sold you? I hope so. Let me know.
Roll a d20.
Ah, fuck, because we're the
Luckily-
fucking twat in Deadlands and everything's
Oh
wonky.
no.
18?
Nice.
Moments pass, and you'd see the familiar face of Cadvan. He's in the shop, and he's just kind of arranging one of the illusions to make it perfect. And
I love Cadvan.
he says, "Oh, yes, of course I do. No one wants to buy it. I actually think I overpaid for it, just a little bit. Hope you're well.
Okay.
Come on by soon. Get a deal."
Get a deal. I hope he always closes with like some sort of sales
Yeah.
slogan every time we message him, right? Like 10% off this week only. Oh, well, okay, so we could tell them that. That might help at
That would
least
be
because she wouldn't have
amazing.
to keep casting all the time.
And not be
Maybe.
so tired, probably. Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know if it works
It's worth
perfectly
a try.
here, but
You would know that essentially it would emulate similar things, but it'd only be able to work for one crop field.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Mhm.
With my farmer background,
Mhm.
is there any sort of liquid fertilizer I would know of that we could create with the jug?
Oh, good question.
Worm tea. If they need worms, you can.
Oh, can
there's
you make like fertilizer in a
the liquid
Yeah.
fertilizer is like the runoff from the worm poop.
Right.
There you go. Yeah. What's it called?
Worm tea or
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you could
I'm
make that.
trying to think of another like
Perfect.
colloquial term for it. but
Basil's
yeah.
gonna have like an epiphany moment and be like, Bobby, can I use the jug?
Not until tomorrow, my dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
we made
well,
wine. Dabs.
he's gonna like look at the little it's corn, right? That was like
Yeah, it's
struggling
this
to grow
little-
in
yeah.
front of him.
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna be like, listen, we have a few ideas of how we could help you. Just hold out just a little bit longer and we're gonna come back soon and help, okay?
Thanks.
You got it. I wanna help you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there anything I could do right now that could help? Like, do you need to be fanned or like just
Um,
talking help? I mean, I'm giving you like
Yeah, I've never tried it before. It seems good.
okay.
But-
Well,
No.
what's your name?
The plant stands a little straighter.
Name? What's her name?
I'm gonna call you Corny.
I'm Corny.
That's pretty corny.
Perfect.
Clipped.
All right. Well, we'll come back. Just hang in there. I'm sorry I
Alright.
couldn't do anything right now for you.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good
Okay.
day.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Basil is like talking to him like he's a person.
I don't know why we don't.
His personality has existed for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know why we
I
don't
think
talk
they
to
don't go
more
anywhere.
plants.
It's
They're-
honestly super useful in situations where we need to get answers for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty strong spell.
like they're
Yeah.
they seem pleasant.
They're really nice. They're always really nice.
It's always a good
right.
They lack
Alright,
the
so-
cynicism of people.
Exactly.
You wait until you talk to a thorn
Oh
Yeah,
god, yeah,
right.
true. All right.
or stinging nettle.
Basil, talk to this twig.
For a split second,
Oh.
I thought you were talking about me or Sam.
Oh shit.
No, it is
good.
canon that all stinging nettles are dicks.
Yes,
Nice.
of course.
Hold on, let me write that down.
All right. So fertilizer with the jug at some point, and then the globe
can
thing.
Try to
How do you? I'm gonna look it up. How do you like find worms?
Oh,
dig in the
looking
ground.
creature.
I could locate a worm.
Yeah.
You could
Look,
indeed.
magic can solve anything, you guys.
True.
Just believe or some shit.
They're often found near bodies of water.
I thought you were just gonna say bodies. Full stop.
They're often.
I mean,
found
that's
near
also
bodies.
true. Different type of worm, though,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Worms. That's why they go to the surface when it rains because they're always seeking out moisture.
They like
That's why
damp and
that's why the
moist,
birds do the little tip
and they're
tap with their
sensitive
feet.
to vibrations.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
What if we just do a worm dance? We just like stomp up and down
Yeah.
right near the water. Do we
Stan's gonna think you're so weird.
do we
Yeah,
wanna
that's
go-
okay.
Do we want to like go tell the mask lady, hey, we just talked to your crops and we have some ideas? Well, we sound like jerks if we do that. We know you've been working your ass off trying to get these crops to grow, but we just got here and have some
I think-
ideas for you.
I could say it in a way that hopefully she wouldn't take bad. We could try.
Okay. We should. I mean, yeah, we should try it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
La 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 la. Back to the place.
Okay.
A really
Yeah.
good traveling song.
On
Thanks. I am the bard.
you'd find upon arriving back outside of the castle area, you'd find where the water kind of runs through, and there's a small kind of miniature stream that passes by. She's outside, and she stood overlooking, watching as
She's
the
looking
water
for
trickles
worms.
through. She's not looking for worms.
So she's like really tall and has worms.
No, she is dewormed.
I wanna see that
Maria
art.
has dewormed her. Yes, she is worm free. You can have that piece of meta.
She has wings, right?
Currently, she's wearing a large cloak that
Okay.
kind of
Which, so we
conceals it, but
didn't
you'd
see him
see
at-
jutting
yeah.
of the back.
But you did say she kind of like drifted through, right?
Okay.
Like, okay,
All right. I'd approach,
I'll go with.
So
trying
turn
to
ahead.
seem as like open and welcoming as possible in my posture.
Hey.
Hi, Basil. I heard you're the one overseeing the crop growth and all that.
I have aided where I can.
Yes. Well, I hope you don't mind. I actually stopped by. I have a little bit of a farmer's background, but not to say that I'm going to be able to fix all the the work that needs to be done. You're doing a great job. I spoke to one of the plants. I casted a spell that allowed me to speak with plants, and just to try to kind of gauge, what they need.
You are a
and
druid of the old
Oh.
ways.
No, I'm a bard. But I know how to talk to plants.
Many of my people back home would speak with the nature around them.
Oh,
It's a rare
where's
gift.
home?
You would not have heard of it.
Oh,
It is far
Try me.
away.
Okay.
I come from the realm of Asgard.
oh, a different realm. Whoa. Okay,
She bears
I
back
wouldn't
down
have
the
heard of that, right?
Go down here.
No.
Well, basically, we might be able to help, and we would love to. I think we have a few ideas of some things we would want to try to help the crops grow here. If you're okay with our assistance, of course. I don't want to step on any toes.
It is not mine to aid with. Maria saved my life, and I am merely trying to save hers.
Hmm. Well, that's very kind of you. What was your name?
I am Steingard.
Nice to meet you. Do you plan to stay here indefinitely, protecting over Maria's life?
To answer your question, yes. Though I imagine you've asked it in a way that you misunderstand my answer. I do plan to stay here indefinitely. Though indefinitely for me is not long.
Oh.
I am fading. Every day
I'm
I'm
sorry. Away from home?
away from everything.
Is that making it harder for you to cast spells to help with the daylight for the crops?
To an extent.
Is there anything we could do to help you? He looks back at his group. We like helping people, so.
No, I have a decision to make.
A thumbs up. The group's like, yeah. Hmm.
I have a decision. I can help these people for good. But it would mean my death.
I don't like that.
What if? Well, I mean, we had some ideas. Maybe that would help, and then you wouldn't have to sacrifice yourself.
I'm open to hearing them.
Well, for starters, I can come back tomorrow and put some fertilizer down for the crops. That could help. We also have an item that we want to try to get a hold of again that helps recreate daylight, although it's not going to be a long-term fix, but
It'd shore things up, though.
She reaches up and takes off her mask and places it on the just on the floor beside her. When she turns to you, you see kind of a stunning angelic face. Very kind of broader eyebrows, beautiful kind of golden iris eyes, but tired. Bags under her eyes. She turns her face to you both, well, to the group. I have been momentarily fixing whatever I can. Ever since the darkness started to loom longer, but I've been here a long time doing this.
I mean, here in Steep Gun, or just here as in like
Here in
away
Steep
from your
Gun.
home?
I've been here much longer than that.
hmm.
I came seeking a champion then. What I can tell you is that the things will change soon. They will have daylight here. When I am ready to go, I'll give myself to the sky. You don't need to save
That's
these
a lot
people.
of pressure.
There's not much else for me to do. You are kind people to offer your aid to Steep Glen. These people here are desperate. And I foresee great turmoil coming to them soon.
Like, do you mean like in general, or you like actually know what's gonna happen? Like you actually had a vision or something?
Prophecies and visions are not easy to decipher between dreams, but I have seen people screaming. The town partially on fire. And them holding out for hope. I don't know when, but something bad is coming to Steep Glen.
Have you told Maria about this?
I have warned her.
Hmm.
She is jovial, like you mortals are. She said, bad things always come to Steep Glen. I am sorry that I cannot be of more assistance to you, or at the very least, I could not be more, how do you say, chipper. But I can save these people's crops. When I am ready to go.
Well, I hope you don't mind, but I think we're still going to search for an alternative way so that you get to keep your life and still help these people. So don't give up on us yet.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
16, not my best, but
I'll hold out a little bit of hope. But
I appreciate that.
I want to help. Don't see it as a true sadness, only a partial one.
Understood. Well, it's nice to meet with you and talk to you, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
He bows at you.
He bows back and turns back to the group.
And good luck. Here in the Deadlands, the dangers you may face will be greater than any you have before. But it looks like you have a courageous group with you. It was something that we Valkyrie would always say. Courage as festers in friends.
Basil just smiles. I like that.
It was nice meeting you, Basil, and friends. She puts her mask back
bow.
onto her face and watches the stream for a moment. Leaving.
Basil's gonna turn back to his group.
Okay, well that went all right.
Another realm? I didn't. That's the thing. Do we know about realms at
another
all,
plane?
Joe? Like, would we?
Not the
would
word
any of us
realms,
mean, I
no.
understand?
Planes, you've
Yeah.
heard of planes, but you haven't
Okay.
heard of necessarily
Yeah, I think
realms.
Fabio would assume that they're all the same thing. She'd be
Yeah.
like, I mean, we met a demon, like a demon's from another
So is that like
zone
the opposite
area,
like,
right?
Like the opposite of a demon, like the really, really good person?
Maybe.
Would any of us have ever, I don't know, met / heard of someone like a, I don't know, it seems like an Asmar kind of person, right?
Like Valkyrie.
Asmar
She
you've
said
met.
Valkyrie, right?
The term Valkyrie is going to be completely
Foreign to
Foreign, yeah.
us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh.
What are her wings made out of? Are they just feathers?
you can see. She's wearing
You can
a
see she's
cloak
got
of the
the-
Max, you don't know.
Damn.
Did her face look Asmar like?
So I can read Dodger's mind right now because she did this kind of half smile. She's thinking to herself, what if I can like pull the cloak off? What if I can look underneath?
Yeah.
What if I can do like, just 100 different thoughts go through her head?
Oh,
You don't know me, Joe.
And prestidigitate a little gust of wind.
This is the question.
Bob, you go.
oh my god.
All right. On the one hand, we should like definitely respect her choice, right? And not
Totally.
try to tell her how to live her life that she obviously knows better than we do. On the other hand, that sounds really depressing, and probably if we could find a way to help, that would still be nice. But I don't want to take away her
tired.
choice.
I feel like if we could help her get back to home, if she could. I don't know.
Also, like if she has like a debt, right? Like you saved my life, now I gotta save yours. Then like
Right.
you want to be like, why don't you just not do you know what I mean? That seems
Right. Well, maybe she can repay the debt in a way that doesn't cost her own existence. Maybe.
Also, should we just go to the tavern?
You see,
Yeah.
whilst you're chatting away though, as a little time's gone by because you've been bouncing back and forth, you'd see as the scouts start to enter into the town and head up towards the castle, the meeting convening, which Maria called in. You'd see as both the young boy and Jinxa and another scout head in from the east. Another scout comes from the north, another one from the west. A group of them just kind of heading in and heading up towards the castle. Jinxa, as she passes by you guys, would say, any luck?
We're gonna go to Pine Root Village.
Oh, fuck, that place.
Maybe been there?
Of course.
You mean of course?
I'm a scout. I've been all over these areas. I've actually mapped that place out.
Ghoul Town.
I mean, you'd
Yeah,
be
I think
surprised. The last scout we met was just pissing his pants on a tree.
He's literally right there.
Yeah, the kid is like,
Poor
kid.
Poor kid.
Vera pats him on the shoulders and gives him a reassuring squeeze.
smart. Sorry. God, that wine's really gone to my stomach. He kind of holds his stomach and he smiles and heads in.
Oh.
It wasn't the nicest stuff. We were all feeling a little rough after last night, but... Well. Appreciate the wine you gave us, though. Help wash it down. Well, I can... probably help with that.
Oh, well, Maria said she was gonna call this guy. You should
That's
probably.
That's what
Yeah.
we're doing now. Are you coming in?
Okay.
Should we?
Is that awkward if we should? Yeah, sure. I don't know.
She
We'll just go
invited
with.
you. It's up to you.
Yeah, sure. We should go.
Uncertain.
Okay, cool.
She kind of holds her
We
stomach.
don't need an engraved invitation.
She kind of grabs her stomach and goes, oh, that fucking wine, though. You have to excuse us afterwards. But, alright. She heads up, heading towards the keep.
What if the wine like changes them or like poisons them? They just
know,
found it. They
I'm
found
so
it in the
paranoid about
Deadlands.
everything.
I'm
Oh,
scared.
gosh.
They've mentioned it twice now. I'm just saying. Paranoid.
There's on Joe's face.
Still staring at my face.
Insight check on DM.
Oh fuck.
It's just bad wine. They head up there into the room and leave the kind of door open for anyone who's coming in.
Follow.
All right.
Mm.
You'd see the insignia across each of them. You can see like the group that was kind of from the east is wearing more kind of greenish robes and or like scout gear. And another one's kind of wearing like a pale red one. It will come from different kind of scouting groups. Maria looks as your group comes in. You close the door behind you. Right. So, report. Northern Pass, how are you doing? You see a guy kind of on his head. It's quiet. There's a large amount of undead that are going to be led elsewhere. We didn't have to really steer them. Huge group of them. Heading northeast. Kind of waving around though. But nothing to worry about. We've got the blisters ready. We'll blast them if they come down. How's the southwest pass? You see a dwarf just kind of fold his arms. Hey, I mean, the tunnels are quiet. Nothing to see. And the southern pass? By the river? See another one like, yeah. I mean, The river's been stirring. We found a couple of shamblers that had been falling from the side of the glen. It's quiet, maybe unusually so. In the eastern pass. Jinx said, other than this lot, no, it's been quiet. Like, unusually so as well. We haven't seen much of the shamblers. We haven't had to really kill any. Maria nods her head. I mean, we'll feel a little rough after the wine we had last night, though.
Bro, I'm saying.
She nods her head.
3 times.
Wine? Where'd you get wine from? Oh, one of them found it on the road. You see the guy from the northern pass go. Same for us.
Oh shit.
The dwarf's like,
Timmy,
really?
be ready.
Was it delivered? You suddenly see all the heads jolt forward.
No!
Holy shit.
Silence overcomes the
I
room
like Jinxa. She did the slap game.
before all of their eyes blacken over.
No, dude, fuck.
Jinxa looks across.
Imagine if we'd stolen that wine and drunk it. Like, I
Jinx
Oh
is-
my god, true.
Oh,
Sorry.
right, but then goes my. Because Jinxa looks across to the group in a more monotone cadence.
Oh no.
So at last we have you. You see as all their mouths move, but only the voice comes out of Jinxa.
No.
Oh.
What is it that you want? She's looking directly at your group, not at Maria.
Who are you?
They all smile in unison. You'll know me. I am Uroth. And you came to Wolfguard to find me. Magnathor was not happy with your pursuit, and he wishes each of you dead.
You've been watching us this whole time with the...
All of them smile
Birds?
again. But no. But we've been places. Friends along the road. I infested many of them.
No. Oh my god. They've just been killing people behind us.
So, the reason I asked about the birds is because I thought maybe it was...
Controlling people.
Yeah, so this is one of the people that we're in pursuit of then, right? Either...
On a
fuck, was it
Magnathor's like group.
Magnathor's
Who
dudes.
came
Yeah.
here? The Rakshasa and the...
No.
No,
The
that
Roth
was the other
is
group.
the Illithid.
The Illithid.
It is so very good to meet you. You'd see Maria look around. What the fuck is going on?
Nothing good. He glances at her quickly.
Jinxa, what is wrong? She's like looking at the eyes, and you just see her kind of like hold her blade. Jinx's hand comes up.
No.
Why do you pursue Magnathor? What stake do you have in this fight?
We're happy to answer what questions you have. Can we please take this outside, away from these other people?
Oh, I don't think you understand what's happening here. After our conversation, we're going to kill you. Or you can join us.
Join you how?
Magnathor needs more soldiers. Recognize him as your new god of war.
Magnathor wants to be the new god of war. Is he mad at Belamos?
He is a son of Belamos, a demigod.
Fear's jaw drops.
And he wants to take over from his father. Poor Dodger.
Bobby's just dealing with a fly at the same time.
It's like,
Dude, I hate them.
oh, they're really creepy. They're really creepy.
Anyways, as you were.
Yes, yes.
I don't know the inner workings of what Magnathor wants. Only that his word, his law, and he has given me a task. And you seek to get in the way.
I don't understand. Magnathor is the son of Belamos?
Yes.
This does not make sense.
What do you mean join you? Join you how? Do what?
Help him achieve his power.
What power?
Well, that would be spoiling.
Well, I can't sign up for something that I don't understand, can I?
I can make you understand. You just
And
need
how's
to
that?
accept something from me. You see, she reaches into her mouth, brings out a single swirling worm. It is black with a red belly and a mouth that kind of opens up like a maw of tiny teeth. Your will mostly be your own. I will open your eyes to his magnitude. This is more of an insurance. But I must tell you, he will not offer out chances again. Magnathor did not appreciate what you did down in his imprisonment.
Got out. We didn't actually really do anything. We just kind
Yeah,
of
we kind of just
along.
followed.
You killed many of his followers, the Goliath. You pursue him now.
Yeah, he wasn't much of a fight.
He'll kind of turn the head and look right at you, Saphira. You wish to be a god. What if Belamos cannot make you one, but Magnathor could?
Why would Belamos not be able to make it so, and his son can?
The gods are weakening. It is those who live on the plane here that hold the real strength. Magnathor
Well,
is, and they all speak at once, the power here. It is folly to fight against him.
I guess we will find out whether I have the metal to become a god then, when I defeat you and Magnathor.
You see her close her arm around and swallow the worm back down. Is this all of your decisions? Pity. I was hoping you would join. He'd have very much appreciated that. No matter.
There's not really much to join. You haven't
It
really
sounds
told us
like-
much. He just wants to overthrow his father. We don't know how he would join. We don't know what would be requested of us. We don't know what would happen in the end when he does overthrow his father and we
If-
help. What if we just get thrown out?
I guess pawns don't know much, huh?
I am not a pawn. I sit next to him. I am one of his chosen. He loves me.
Then I imagine that you know that he is already fearing, trembling, begging us to come along. I hope that he is frightened. And I hope that he knows that we aren't going to stop.
You misunderstand. He did not ask me to ask you to join. I merely saw it as a gift. He ordered me to lead you into a trap and kill you, slaughter you,
So,
and I have done that. I just offer you an out. You
so
die.
yours chosen.
One
Not
of them.
chosen enough to actually go with him. He sent you somewhere else.
I am important to him. I've been sent to do what he needs done.
As important, right?
Yeah, why
As
would he let you
important
leave his side if you're
As
so
you,
important?
I guess.
Also, I mean, if you've been paying attention and watching us so closely, you would know that we actually haven't asked fucking anybody about Magnathor. We've been looking for Fia's mom. So, like, why are you prioritizing us when we're not even honestly thinking about you?
I have not been prioritizing you. But recently you took a slight to me. You fought one of my friends.
Who?
Which friend?
At the tower.
In the portal?
I look across you. So you will not pursue Magnathor. What assurance
We're
do
doing
you
other
have?
shit. Look, I'll write it down. I'll write you a little piece of paper. We'll all sign it, right? You can see it for yourself.
Piece of paper for what?
Like a contract. It'll say like, we promise we're not gonna go for Magnathor, XOXO, and then we all sign it, right?
I don't find
Shit.
Magnathor. Magnathor is the enemy of my lord, and after I break your neck, I'll break his.
Bobbia's gonna make eye contact with Scold and be like, Scold, I really think we could just write a contract and then I'll sign it.
I don't think
And it
he
would
wants.
work out fine.
I don't think he wants to read a contract, and neither do I.
I could make a deal. One of you could have one of my children in you.
Oh.
That way I watch over you.
I'm sorry. Not a tempting deal. What the fuck? I'm not ready to become a mom.
You're already a mom. Look at your bird thing.
So,
Yeah, but I didn't birth it. Sorry, stop
so
interrupting.
again, you're just going off script here. He said that you should kill us.
Lure you into a
Anything-
trap, which I have done.
Maybe
I
there's
think you
another-
like us. It's okay. You don't have to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. Are you? This is the trap. 5. How many people are in the room?
They all begin laughing.
A lot.
Was it
It's
like
only about
each
5 in this room,
entire? Yeah.
but- She looks directly around you. Not this room.
But a lot of them drink the wine.
Steep Glen
Like
is the
every-
trap. From every
If-
direction, the dead come. In their hundreds. More than the dead. I have found
God.
creatures from all across this dead land. And they are making their way here to this place now. They will come.
Next session is just gonna be tower defense, dude.
Yeah.
I hope so.
If we make a deal with you, can you spare these people?
What is your deal?
I'm open to hearing your proposition if it means all these people will walk away with their lives.
If I can guarantee that you will be on Magnathor's side, perhaps I will divert the dead. Maria's kind of looking between them.
There's no chance that I'm going to be on Magnasor's side.
And there is no place you can hide.
I'm not hiding.
You should be.
You don't know me.
And then they draw their blades and weapons.
I don't want to kill them.
That's where we'll end tonight.
And that's where we will end tonight's session.
I don't want to kill them.
I like to drink some.
I did too. And the little 17-year-old guy, poor little guy.
He's gonna die first.
Holy- Basil's ready to swallow a worm.
Focus is 17-year-old.
Next
Can't believe we were here focusing on trying to fix their crops. Meanwhile, they were doomed from the
Yep.
start.
The only thing I can
Sad.
think is like grabbing Maria, all of us running out and I
Dimension door.
arcane lock the room
That's a good
so they
idea.
can't get out.
Yeah.
Except
It's a
for
really good
everybody
idea.
else who drank the wine and the rest of the squads would still.
It's a hive
be
mind, so
right.
the
Yeah.
people in the room are not who we're talking. You have to cut
no,
the
but-
head off.
Yeah.
You have to cut the snake off at the head. Go find him. Kill him. That's the only way it stops. Anyway,
Yeah.
But in the meantime, all these people are gonna die. That
I was trying to. I have a spell called Illusory Script. I can make it so that everybody
Yeah.
can see what I'm actually writing. Anybody that I want
Except
to can see what I'm actually writing. Yeah, and be like, we totally
so
promise that we'll
smart.
totally work for Magnathor. I swear.
We just
but
put in
it
a
really
knot,
just
like
says
we
farts,
totally
farts,
will
farts,
not.
farts,
Yeah.
farts. Yeah.
That would have been so good. Oh my gosh.
But there was no. I knew
Scold are too
there
dumb
was
to
no way.
understand.
Yeah, I knew there was no way. Saphir and Scold to be like, yeah, okay, we'll. Yeah, sure, we'll sign a contract. So.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it would go against their pride anyway to sign it, even if they knew it was fake.
Yeah.
Like just knowing that they had signed it and someone thought they were signing it would hurt them.
hey, I would have loved to have one of you guys accept one of the little brainworms. It would have been fun.
Yeah, I would have loved to. Fabian, not so much.
I don't know. I nearly did, but up until the point when I realized that it was they're trying to overthrow Belamos, then shit changes.
Well,
We stand Daddy Belamos in this house.
next week, when we come back to Godforged, you guys are going to be defending Steep Glen versus the armies of the dead.
it's gonna be World War Z, dude.
Right,
Dude,
for
that's pretty
one
sick.
dead.
Hell yeah. Let's
There'll be a
go.
lot of defensive decisions you can make, and I'll talk about that next week. Enemies you can prevent, places you can hold. It's going to be a series of fights, and maybe splitting up. So, we'll see that next week when we come back to Steep Glen. In the meanwhile, though, let's go ahead and do some shout-outs. Thank you so much for coming out to the... This is more like a kind of inquisitive drive the story forward a little bit session. So thank you very much for everyone who came out to it. Let's go ahead and start with OG today. Swing around.
Oh shit. Hey. Hi, I'm OLG. Find me on Twitter. I talk about dumb shit. Sometimes I stream now. It is a thing. Shout out to that poor 17-year-old who's gonna die. Shout out to Jinxa, who's now gonna die. I don't even know who the other guards are, scouts, but shout out to them too. They got fucking worms in their heads. I don't know, man. Next.
So I was kind of right earlier when I said, does she have worms?
Oh shit!
That's why I laughed. That's why I laughed.
Is that why you laughed?
Yeah.
You were like, I know something you don't know.
And I was really hoping one of you guys, because I didn't think you guys were trying to steal the wine. You guys have stole the wine. Fuck me.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Yeah,
God.
that would have been
That
really
actually
bad.
would have been really interesting.
And
Yeah.
so Godforged has ended.
Oh,
Yeah, just constant constitution checks.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Timmy is Shane Hawk.
Timothy, I guess now. Hi, I'm Shane.
Look, man, I see
Partnered
Timothy there.
streamer. Yeah. Partnered streamer on Twitch. You know how it is.
Yay! Well deserved.
Thank you. The next stream I probably do is gonna be continuing my Banjo-Kazooie crowd control, which has been a blast. It's very difficult. But I also am thinking about just playing Ark because I've been enjoying it a lot off stream. So I'm probably gonna start streaming it soon.
Nice.
Well.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations again for your partnership, my dude.
Thank you.
Dex bonus.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Dodger. You can find me at Dex Bonus on pretty much everything. Thanks so much for working me in like a little over an hour into the show, guy.
So good. So good. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm posting all your socials in here, so everyone go give them a follow. Bree Bun.
Aw.
Oh, I'm just starting on. I'm Bree. I'm a variety streamer. I made Dodger yawn. Haha.
God damn it.
I don't really know what I'm playing. I just played through all of Uncharted. I think I'm gonna do Ratchet and Clank next. And
Are
then
all the Uncharted's done? Are there any more
they're
Uncharted?
done. We've
Okay.
charted all the.
Everything is
Uns.
charted.
So, yeah, you
Nice.
played Charted now, yeah.
I've played charted.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Sham. Stripping.
What's up, guys? I'm Strippin. You can find me at twitch.tv/Strippin. I'm a variety gamer. I play random shit every day from 2 Eastern.
Awesome. And finally, Jare.
Yo, shout out to this massive headache that I've had all day and just won't go away. Absolutely killer. You can find me on twitch.tv/Jari, where I'm doing mostly creative stuff, but a lot of just chatting and chilling stuff. Maybe gonna play through Cyberpunk and Mass Effect. But yeah, you guys have to tune in and check it out.
Very nice, very nice. All right, yeah, please go and give us all a big follow. If you want to see more about this campaign, exclamation mark Patreon. Otherwise, hi, I'm Joe. I stream on this channel. And what am I think I'm going to stream the PC gaming show, which I think just started 5 minutes ago. I'm not too sure. I think it did. So I'll swap over to that in a minute. But other than that, if you're interested in seeing some D&D stuff on Tuesdays, I read a bunch of homebrew. I'm also working on a compendium for another campaign setting I'm doing. And I've written so far 50 pages in the last like 4 days. So I've gone very ham on this extra setting, and I'm going to be building another one for Godforged real soon. I say soon, by the end of the year. So, yes. Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate the hell out of it. Next week's going to be really fun.
man.
No,
Yeah,
thanks for
great.
playing, buddy.
Thank you.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Super dope ending. Very exciting.
Yeah, I'm very excited for next week. I've been starting it for a while.
Shit.
Okay. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much for coming out. I'll swap over to my... I could probably just go and set up a scene on this one. All right. I'll see you guys then, because I'm just going to go straight to the PC Game Show. If any of you guys want to watch it, I'm going to just be watching it in a channel. So, in this voice course, that's all good.
Wait.
All right.
Sounds good.
See you guys later. Thanks so much for coming by.
Bye bye.
Bye, friends.